Hello and welcome to the stream. This is Hazy Crazy once again, continuing on with playing The Legend of Zelda. So last time I was playing this, I was up to the 5th dungeon of the game. Taking care of some things that are distracting me. There we are. I was up to the 5th dungeon of the game, and during the last time I played this, I just did some backtracking across the overworld, ended up obtaining some heart containers, and very thankfully I was able to find the last upgrade to the sword. And I also learned that man who was in the cave of the 5th dungeon was actually offering you a upgrade to your bomb capacity, so that's very exciting. What I'm going to be doing, the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to go ahead and head over to the fairy fountain to regain Link's HP, so that I can take advantage of the beam sword. And thanks to the upgraded sword as well, the Dark Nut Knights should actually be a lot easier to take on. Still quite difficult, but thanks to the upgraded sword, they'll go down a lot faster, so long as I keep my distance. Oh, well, look at that. Alright, lucky fairy. That isn't the fairy I'm looking for. I'm looking for a fairy fountain. Should be roughly around here. Right, got it right. Once you reach the fairy fountain, you'll get your HP fully restored, and that's a very good thing for Link. That means I can utilize the beam sword, which makes taking care of enemies, especially now that I have the last upgrade for the sword, significantly easier. So it's just going to be smooth sailing through all of this. Let's see, I'm just trying to remember, and yes, I also remember, along the way for obtaining the sword upgrade, I was also able to obtain this little power bracelet that looks like a croissant up there. And that allows me to take certain rocks and be able to kind of fast travel a little bit. Of course, I don't really remember the fast travel points off the top of my head. All I remember was the one you take in order to quickly get back to the 5th dungeon after you obtain the sword upgrade. And I'm not too worried about the point of HP I lost, because as I just make my way back to the 5th dungeon, I'll naturally get my HP restored. It is kind of annoying how every time you start the game again, you always start off with free hearts. But I guess that's kind of a trade-off for having a lot of HP in this game. You have to regain it in order to take advantage of it. And it also means you can't as easily utilize the sword beam if you had low HP. But on the plus side, because you got a lot of HP, it means you're able to survive a lot of hits. If you're like me and not very good at dodging them all. It's like there, right there. That enemy right there just spawned for me out of the blue with no way for me to warning. To even realize I could even anticipate them there. And I knew for a fact there was a cave here. I thought it would be dead in the center, but no, it was just a little bit off to the side. I never would have guessed it would have been off to the side. My brain would have thought it would have been in the dead center of the middle of that rock. That was completely wrong. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and just move a little bit over here. Right here we are. Just gotta go and just head up north about 3 to 4 times. And then the 5th dungeon will show itself. You see, one more should do the trick. Right, and here we are. Oh. Right, little tricky enemy there. And yeah, I'm just gonna raise this up a little bit because I noticed when I was just looking back at the recording that the height that this microphone was at previously kind of wasn't aligning with the line of sight for my voice. So my audio is kind of slightly getting cut off. So just adjusting it just that little bit to be below where it's placed now should make the filters picking up my voice a lot more consistent. Oh, great, I can take him down in 2 hits now. Right, still have to... Okay. So what was the method I used the last time I was trying to regain HP? I remember. Last time I was trying to regain HP instead of navigating the dungeon. What I was actually doing was just exiting in and out of here and just going back in and back out until Link's HP was back to max. And of course you kind of just have to wait a little bit for the HP to spawn, and you can actually utilize the rabbit enemies that are inside the room on the right, but they kind of more inconsistently spawn hearts when you defeat them. Also, they're kind of hard to hit because they jump all over the place. And they're more likely to drop rupees than HP. And I'm kind of losing more HP from defeating them than regaining it. So what I could actually do instead, fight these guys instead, because they're just a little bit easier to take on, even though they could be tricky with taking advantage of corners. Let's see. And because I'm fighting Dark Nut enemies, it's just going to be a lot easier to take them on. I have max capacity HP, and I was able to obtain a potion because during the last stream I was able to find this piece of paper out in the wild, and you're actually supposed to equip it and give it to the old woman in one of the caves, and if you do, she'll give you a potion. And the best potion to choose is the red one, because it is able to change into a life potion, I think it's called, so you're able to use it a second time. Right, I'm having absolutely horrendous luck with being able to actually connect the bombs entering the dinosaurs' mouths. So, right, it's back to the more slow method now of regaining max HP. And I'm having absolutely terrible luck with the heart containers today. Right, I think to be able to regain it just a little bit faster, I do some exploration just to see if I'd have some luck with utilizing enemies to regain HP instead. And looks like that's not going to be the case. Oh, there's a HP. Let's get this. There we are. I'm able to use the boomerang to get far off things, but it is actually going to be more tedious to go out into the wild and obtain heart pieces, because I'm going to have to keep going north 4 times to be able to get back into the dungeon here. So it's actually smarter to instead just go to north once or to the east once. Yeah, actually it's smarter to stun the enemies and then actually that's a lot smarter to use the boomerang and then actually go after them. I'm used to not using the boomerang because I've just grown used to fighting the Dark Knights where they're basically more or less immune to the boomerang. And it would have been really handy to be able to actually stun the Dark Knights, but I guess it would make them too easy, I guess. Would have been really nice to be able to just have a way to just have them stop moving for a few seconds, like you can with regular enemies like this. Right. Over here. Basically, I'm just going to keep doing this over and over until Link's HP is at max. Would have been at this a lot longer if... Oh, there we go. Lucky fairy that saved me. Some heart regeneration trips. Now it's just time to... Now it's time to just head into here. So, the thing I missed last time I was in here was how I was actually right. The second round of Dark Knights are necessary to defeat in order to unlock a set of hidden stairs in the dungeon, which actually leads to an item you need to defeat the boss I couldn't previously defeat. Let's see, over here. I just take my time. Try and avoid everything here. Okay, take the opening. Take the openings. Okay, I'm just gonna get out and just try my best to avoid getting hit because the sword beam is pretty much the only way to make fighting these guys manageable. Alright, great. It only takes 2 hits now instead of several. Right, the sword upgrade was absolutely worth it. Now it takes just 2 hits to defeat these enemies. Which is... yeah, that is much faster. I've taken absolutely no hits at all. Right, the wonders that a sword upgrade can do. Alright, so that's the first round of Dark Knights. So I have to be careful here. It's always nerve-wracking to try and not take a hit when you absolutely need it in this game, just because Link has lumpy, dumpy tank controls. Just the only way that I can describe it. Just lumpy, dumpy tank controls. Just very easy to just not be able to evade things and just get hit. Alright, let's see. Take care. Actually, I don't need to take care of those bats. I instead enter here. Now, to have more, just the way your man here phrases it, I thought at first he was just going to regenerate my bomb capacity, but he's actually going to upgrade it. That's the reason I took the time to gather up 255 rubies again, because I'm trying to save them up for the last bomb upgrade somewhere in one of the other dungeons in the late game, so that by the time I reach it, it'll be done and dusted, needing to hold on to rupees. Then I can just utilize them for ammunition for the bow and arrow. Yep, just get out of here. One enemy is taken care of. Just play it safe and just try to avoid enemies more than anything. Right, over here. Right. Over here. Let's see. Just take my time. I mean, these guys are certainly taking their time. They're pretty much able to just have a Sunday stroll, all thanks to how they're able to just block all forms of damage. But yeah, but try to use the boomerang there. And let's see, because they're actually, I can actually get away with being just sloppy for once, because basically the vast majority of them are taken care of now. So yeah, there's the staircase that I completely missed last time. And there's that crucial item that I needed to fight the dungeon boss here. There we are. That is the thing I missed the last time. I'm not too worried about missing 2 hearts, because the whole reason I needed to hold on. But my HP is done now. Now the rest of fighting things around here will be a lot easier. Because unless I'm fighting Dark Nut Knights, I'm not really too concerned about holding on to my HP, because the rest of the enemies in the game, at least the ones that I know of, aren't so difficult where you really do need to have the sword beam just to have a manageable time with them. You know, these enemies can be tough, but they don't have anything where they can just deflect your main source of damage from you. You just kind of it really is more about just trying to combat Link's very stiff tank movement more than anything, and just in order to try and get some luck with regaining HP. Oh, no luck. Okay, I'm just having abysmal luck. I was able to last time have no trouble connecting the bombs into their mouths, but this time I'm just having no luck at all. Right, let's see. Defeat the choo-choos because they have the best chance of dropping stuff, but they didn't drop any HP this time. Maybe the zombies here will have a better chance. Alright, just cash. That is useful for the bow and arrow. Oh, there we are. There we go. Gar, the good old sword beam once again. And let's see. Oh, no. Okay. Oh god, I lost it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Right, I should have literally started it off just setting things alight instead of just being in the dark. Saved myself some grief. Okay. Right, let's see. For those enemies, it really is better to just use this, because it literally just instantly kills them. They're weak to it. It's very unusual to find an enemy that's actually weak to something you have, because usually the most effective way of killing enemies is with good old sword. Sort of relatively uncommon I find to find an enemy actually weak to something that isn't just Link's main source of damage. That's why there's that instinct I've got to just attack those rabbit-like enemies or mouse-like enemies with the sword instead of the bow and arrow, just because most of the time the good old bow and arrow has been the most effective method of damage outside specific situations. So it kind of just got ingrained in me too. Oh, here we go. So let's use this. There we are. Okay, now they're considerably weakened. Let's go ahead and... yep, they're moving about. They're trying to get away. There we are. Right, this place is still trying to kick my ass. There we are. Right, dungeon taken care of. And I got a fancy little flute and everything. And then I'm about 3 heart containers away from maximum HP, so that's pretty stellar. Pretty stellar all around. And I think I'll just go ahead and just make a beeline to the next dungeon, level 6. Alright, just take care of all this. Just trying to remember where the route to the next dungeon was again. I think it was up here. And then, oh no, that's actually where good old secret was. There we go. Alright, so lost my sword beam. that one attack? Because I was trying to remember where the way towards the 6th dungeon was, but that wasn't the route. I was actually just going ahead and just moving this way. Because it's going to be over to the west, and there's going to be an area where, yep, this is it right here. You're going to need the ladder in order to get over that gap. Right, this. There we are. And it's not up this way. I'm just going up this way just to see what could possibly be here. And there's just these monsters right here. There's a lot of strong enemies here. I'm just trying to remember, is this the route that leads to the last dungeon of the game? I think it is, so that's not where I want to go. I want to go to the 6th dungeon. These boulders are really difficult to avoid. They just move in a really unpredictable manner. Yeah, there we are. There we are. So you can block the sword beams, you just need to be very particular and precise with your placement. Let's see, was it up here? No, it wasn't up there. It was roughly around this area. Yep, close to where the location of the sword upgrade was. I think it was around here. I think up the stairs. Because I found the sword upgrade as because kind of naturally as I was trying to find the sword upgrade, found this area, and lo and behold, it's the 6th dungeon of the game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just go straight into it and just see if I can find the way forward. Well, that was a new enemy type. I think that's one of the most annoying enemies in the game, but lo and behold, I just instantly yeeted them from existence. Right, that was actually pretty funny. Because I forget what enemy types those are, but I've heard that they're one of the most obnoxious enemies to face. Let's see, okay, so that is the location of the boss area, or to be more accurate, the shard of a Triforce, but it's more or less where the boss is located. Because you gotta beat them first in order to be able to actually obtain the treasure at the end. My favorite kind of room, the one where those hazards are extremely tough to avoid. Oh, yep, okay. Okay, so that's why they're tough to beat. Okay. They warp all over the place. Shoot everything. Oh, their attack is, I think it's able to actually disable your actions? I can't tell if that's the case or if it's because disco lights are just trying to cause me trouble. Right over here. Oh no, over here. Right, let's see. Okay, so they are kind of tough, the wizard enemies, but they're not more has to do with things around them make them tricky to face more than anything, I personally find. There we are. There's the secret block, the random poking and prodding block you need to touch to be able to do anything. So yeah, it was the disco block, not these guys. Oh, it just warped right into me. God, that's annoying. Also, yeah, I just noticed they're just tearing away my HP with absolutely no mercy. Okay, so now I'm kind of understanding why they're notorious enemy type. Would you? Oh wait, this isn't actually okay, no, this isn't actually the end of the dungeon. This is just a boss I've previously defeated. Right, kind of not ready to face them. Okay. I'm honestly more shocked than anything that it actually worked. That wasn't a very smart thing. My HP is at critical now, so I'm probably not going to last that much longer. Unless I get supremely lucky and don't take a single hit, which is kind of tricky to do. These enemies just kind of wander all over the place. You can't really get a real idea of what they're gonna do. It doesn't help that these disco lights are everywhere. Let's see. No. Oh, hey. Aha. Well, ain't that lucky. I got the dungeon map already. Well, given I'm actually getting closer than I expected to the boss room, I think it might actually be a smart thing at the moment to backtrack and see what I missed. If I can I? Oh yeah, I guess I thought for a second I wasn't able to backtrack, that I reached some kind of point of no return, but no, I didn't. Okay, let's see, head all the way down here. So I first started this dungeon heading to the west. I think I'll head back and try heading to the east or north. I think I entered a new area by complete accident. Could be over here. Oh no, it's these guys. Oh, right, very cleanly defeated. And that was no trouble at all. All right, here we are. I'm back at the start. Right. There's only 2 rooms to enter. Alright, it's a dark place, so get the candle. Don't make that mistake I made in the 5th dungeon. Just light things up and just see what's going on. Very. Yes, great. Right, very happy to have backtracked. That was extremely lucky to get 2 fairies in a row. There we are. We even got an extra key and everything. Eventually, let's see. Aim at the eyes of Goma. Okay. So I think what your man here is saying is that I gotta have my bow and arrow ready for when I fight the dungeon boss, and I've got enough rupees to work with, so I don't have to worry about having enough arrows for Goma. Alright, I gotta keep that in mind as I go through here. Right, definitely got a lot more HP than previously. Right, so far at least. Oh, enemies have respawned. Okay, so there's respawning rooms now. Right, that is a new thing. I was not expecting how there's now gonna be respawning rooms where if you enter them again, new enemies will be there and you gotta fight them once more. Right, probably one of the more straightforward hazard rooms to get through. Wait a minute, the room connects. Because it connects, I could use this. Oh no, it doesn't work. Push that. Actually, let's use it again. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. I would have sworn because of the way it connected that would have been able to... I would have been able to use the bomb to have avoided that area. No, I couldn't. Let's see. Yeah. We will continue. And maybe I should have actually done a save. Regain my HP once again. I'll go ahead and just have one more crack of this. And then I'll probably go ahead and just do a save. And then just backtrack to here to be able to regain my HP once again. Or what actually I think the smarter thing to do, yep, the smarter thing to do would actually be like what I did previously at level 5, the 5th dungeon. It would have been to actually get out of the dungeon and then enter it again. Any enemies around here? Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, I can actually use these because they can spawn stuff. Down here. It is another way in. Okay. Another way in. I would not have expected that. That it would have been a conspicuous other way to enter the exact same area. Let's see. And just like that, I got taken down. So looks like it's not really a place where you can go in with low HP. Alright, let's see. I think by the end of this, I'm going to bet that I will have 70 deaths by the end of all this. That's my bet for this stream. Let's see, there we are. Alright, so like before, regain max HP capacity, and then go ahead and enter the 6th dungeon once again, because I was actually doing fairly alright. Definitely got through a lot better than I expected. Mainly just has to do with how I got low HP more than anything near the end. It actually caused me to have to backtrack and regain HP more than anything. Because when I had max capacity, I was actually almost on my way to reaching the dungeon boss. I just decided to backtrack in the case, because I wanted to make certain that I was able to, you know, be comprehensive with the dungeons and make certain that I've gotten key important items, like how I needed the flute to be able to defeat that one boss. Because without the flute, I wouldn't have been able to defeat them at all. And I think there's also this mechanic you can use with the flute where you're able to utilize it. We were able to utilize it in order to make a certain lakes go dry and they reveal secrets. But I think I'll mess about with it once I've reached the, you know, once I've cleared the 6th dungeon. Oh, I was very lucky to have avoided that. Alright, so just keep on heading through. Take care of anything along the way. There we are. And don't worry too much about anything around here. Once you've gotten a considerable amount of upgrades, you kind of just find that enemies are more of a very useful way of regaining your HP and rupees more than anything. Because at the very start of the game, yeah, almost everything was immensely threatening. And once you gain some heart containers, get yourself some quality upgrades. It's actually kind of night and day how, actually is kind of night and day how everything in this game goes from mercilessly mauling you to you being able to absolutely obliterate them yourself. Really cool thing about this game. Let's see, there we are. Move through here. Go over to the left. Just go ahead. Just move through all this. And let me see if I taken a wrong detour. Don't think I have. No, actually this will lead to the route to the 6th dungeon. I took the route where you need to use... yeah. Where you need to use the ladder to reach it. And by the time I get there, it's not going to be much of a trouble at all to gain full HP once again. In fact, might actually get lucky and... nah, no luck. No luck with getting any heart drops this time. But it's not going to take an awful lot of work to... actually, I should just wait... right, I should just wait for this enemy to fall to the ground. Right, no lucky heart drops. Just wanted to take advantage of it in case they actually were going to be able to drop any HP. And I also have the golem ghosts as well, but they're not given any luck in being able to drop anything. So like before with going through the dungeons, just make certain, oh yes, there we are. Alright, Lucky Fairy. Okay, so there was nothing to the right of note, so I think for the most part I should just be making a beeline to the boss more than anything. There we go, I took down the leader. It's not really much of a way to be able to tell which wizard is the leader. I guess they kind of just make after image clones of themselves, and if you defeat the actual original, you're actually able to defeat all the clones at once. Either that or it's just a leader, and if you defeat the leader the rest retreat or something. Because to me it kind of just looks like just this one wizard that's able to make multiple clones of themselves. And here we are. Oh, it's the really tricky room. Right, just move through all this. Alright, let's see. I think those enemies there, the boob guys, they're able to eat your shield if you're not paying attention. And they're also able to trap you if they get their clutches on you. Either way, let's see. Alright, let's see. Yep, they are absolutely able to. Let's see. I keep forgetting to use the boomerang. I'm not experimenting and seeing if the boomerang is able to get some results and just being able to have them just make them just that little bit easier. Nope, just tried it out. The boomerang does not work at all. All right, let's see. There we go. Good old stopwatch. Yeah, they're able to take out about 2 hearts. I think that was about, yeah. I think there was, oh yeah, that they just able to do damage really rapidly. Alright, there we are. Okay, I'm probably not gonna have an easy time, given how even close to full HP they were able to mercilessly tear me to shreds, but I think it's more has to do with how because if you're not attacking, the shield is able to block their damage waves, so I think you need to be more defensive than anything when it comes to fighting those enemies. Okay, and I want to actually save the potion that I have for the final dungeon in the game more than anything. Oh, that was very lucky how they dropped those hearts. So yeah, with those wizard enemies, they do have a main leader, and if you defeat them, it defeats them all at once, but it's completely random which one is actually the leader. There's no easy way to actually be able to identify who is the leader. Move through here. Right, there we are. Okay, didn't take too much damage. Still have about 6.5 hearts. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. See, just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.5. It wasn't 6.5. It was 5.5. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop mashing the button. Another line of sight. Because the moment you're in their line of sight, they just won't stop attacking. Okay, so yeah, it is more of a defensive approach instead of just you know, throwing caution to the wind and just attacking everything. So yes, the moment you're able to have your shield in front of them. Oh yeah, there's a secret entrance. Where's this gonna lead? Oh, it's gonna lead to more wizards. Let me see. Oh my god. I got out so quickly. The room got dark again. Okay, yeah, I'm probably just gonna escape that. Because, oh good. Okay, some more manageable enemies. That just, scatter about more than anything. And I think the reason I'm saving up my potion is more because I don't know of if the red potion is easily able to be obtainable, because whenever I saw a red potion previously, it was always a decision to make between a heart container or a health potion, so kind of has me worried that health potions are a really limited supply. And okay, get over here. This is gonna be where the secret item is, isn't it? Okay, I was too focused on the tube monsters than anything else. That's why got defeated by them, because that was a very tricky room there. Because of its placement in this area, I get the really strong feeling that that very tricky area has got a secret staircase. It's gonna have a dungeon item, so I could just go ahead and just make a beeline to the boss, but then I would be probably missing out on crucial items that I need to be able to actually beat the game in the end. And I don't know what is and isn't critical. What I do know is that one of the dungeons has the magical key, and if you got the magical key, then the final dungeon in the game is still extremely difficult, but you don't basically have to go through the labyrinth of rooms that it has if you got the magical key. So it's in my best interest to comprehensively explore everything so that I've got all the resources to work with. Yeah, it is kind of easy to end up yeah, it is kind of easy to just end up in a situation where you're just trying to button mash, because they're the kind of enemy where you don't really want to have to get up close with them, because they got an extremely powerful magical wave that can take about 1 or 2 hearts away. So you would actually want to be able to utilize the sword beam as you get further on in the game. More and more enemies are something in which you need to have the sword beam in order to be able to have a manageable time with them. But because it's extremely easy to lose your HP in this game, it is kind of a trade-off, you know, being able to have more HP to survive, but it also means it's much harder to utilize the sword beam as a result. But I still like having more heart containers overall, because it just means that the marathon trek through dungeons is a lot more manageable, and I don't really have much confidence that having low HP would allow me to be able to get through the game's dungeons. I actually have found that having more HP just means I've got more mistakes to make, because given how lumpy dumpy Link's tank controls are, it's basically a lot more manageable to have a lot of room for error instead of little to no, little to none, because Link's movement isn't very conducive to being able to skillfully maneuver projectiles coming at you at every corner. Let's see. Try and take care of the easy enemies here, just so that by the time I reach where I need to be, don't have to worry too much about having to acquire anything, because I'm pretty much close to having max rupees at this point. So really, the one resource I need to be worried about is HP and maybe keys, but near the end of the game I'll be acquiring the magical key. And once you got the magical key, you don't need to worry about having keys anymore, because like with a master key in Zelda 2, magical key is an infinite key. So once you've got that, you don't need to worry about key management anymore. And I have about 3 extra keys to work with, so I got no concerns at all. There's a lot of bad guys. And thankfully there's just this one fairy wandering about, so I don't have to worry too much. Okay. Do some monster killing here. Should have defeated all the enemies first and then got the fairy, but I could have despawned during all that, so that's why I just wanted to get the fairy right then and there. So that, and now I gotta do some hunting for hearts, because it's in my best interest to have max HP for the area. Just to see if the sword beam is able to make life a little bit easier. Can't use the boomerang there, so right, very inconvenient there, right there. Alright, just gonna have to use the spawn and respawn method of gaining HP. These guys here spawn anything. I somehow get the feeling that they can't. Yep, okay, they're not spawning anything, so it really does come down to just that one enemy. Oh yes, I can stun them. There we are, okay. Right, that was very lucky how he dropped a heart right there. So I'm just gonna go and just take the easy route and just defeat this enemy over and over until the spawning HP. Now I'm at max HP. I'm gonna go ahead and try this place once again. And try my best to hold on to a HP if I can. So it looks like that area is more to give you a false sense of security that those wizard enemies are going to be very easy to defeat. Because it lulls you into that false sense of security, you just think they're going to be extremely easy to defeat when it was actually that it's kind of very strategically placed that you defeat the leader there. Okay, move through all this. There we are, okay. I think this is the room. Oh no, after this point, it's gonna be a wizard room. So let's see how... Okay, no, it doesn't actually change that much. They're still merciless. Okay, I'm gonna have to... It's also because they warp all over the place. Also because they just warp. Okay, well, the first batch is taken care of. I'm going to take care of these guys first. Because once all the things trying to get in your way are gone, you just focus on the wizards more than anything. There we are, okay. Push the block. Alright, HP is still taking considerable damage, but at least it's better than last time. Up spawn. Literally right in front of me. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the shortcut. I don't make the mistake from last time. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna try and just avoid the wizards if I can. Literally spawn right in front of me, so it's almost impossible to avoid them. Okay. Literally in front of me, so it's really obnoxious how they're able to just warp all over the place. Okay, and I'm more concerned about the final dungeon of the game more than anything, so that's why I'm not using the life potion, though I'm starting to think it might actually be a good idea to use it at this point. But not the smart thing right now, because it would actually be smarter to go in at max capacity HP And then when things get really tough, use the life potion. And it's also cause yeah, it's also because they're taking away yeah, because they're damage waves take away 2 hearts instead of a single heart, so that's also why they're particularly dangerous enemies, and they warp all over the place as well. Okay, let's see, get that. But yes, this is actually a faster method of regaining HP, though not the best because of the wizards. Well, lucky I killed the leader. But yeah, I think yeah, I think I'll just stick with this method for now, cause or no, okay. And I don't know of any fairy lakes around this area. This is kind of a graveyard kind of area, so they're not gonna be particularly flowing with fairy fountains. So instead of just doing this over and over, I think it'd be smarter just go as far as I can. Oh look, some good old lucky heart drops. Okay, this place isn't too bad, but kind of obnoxious with the fact that these statues don't stop shooting fireballs after you clear the room. Okay, so let's try and let's see. I said it's also cause everything in this room is trying to get in the way of you trying to play defensively. It's also, when they're completely on their own, it's extremely difficult to predict when they're actually going to shoot the actual attack. Let's see. And by the time you've successfully blocked the attack, they've already gone ahead and warped all over the place. So you can't even reliably... And yep, that one wizard literally just warped straight to me and just took away all my hearts. Alright, so that enemy is really, really tough. Okay, given the situation, I'm starting to think... Yeah, I am starting to think might actually be time to utilize the health potion, but not right now. What I want to do is go through the dungeon, do my best to get as far as possible, because I actually think the smarter thing would do is to defeat the dungeon boss and then utilize the health potion for finding the possible treasure that's within the 6th dungeon, because it's more the wizard enemies that are the actual threat than the actual dungeon itself, because everything else isn't actually too bad, all things considered. It really is just because of how the wizards are able to just warp, and by the time you try to attack them after they've launched their magic wave attack, you're trying to get up to them and just poke them with the sword. They've already warped away. And they're probably warping directly to where you're trying to attack and just instantly take away your HP. So, very obnoxious enemy to fight. But I do know at this point that I'm now in a situation where it might actually be viable to use the health potion, but keep in mind that I need to be able to find another one for the final dungeon, because I'm absolutely going to need everything for the final dungeon. And I'm going to try my best to be able to hold on to all of the HP that I can, because trying trying to regain max capacity HP in an area like this isn't a whole lot of fun because you don't have a lot of areas to be able to safely harvest items from enemies. Just move through all here, don't disturb the statues, then just go down here and then over to the left, and hopefully I don't have to worry too much about the enemies here. Oh, there's a fair number of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and just just kick back here. Just allow rapid fire to just take care of all that. Got max HP. Yep, okay. Everything's clear. And alright. So the plan is to hold on to that potion, and I also got my hands on that bone meat because it's actually needed in order to be able to, I think, clear an area in this dungeon or one of the later ones. So that piece of meat I bought earlier on in the game is actually an important item to have. So it's actually fairly great that I already have it, so I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, all I really have to worry about now is trying to hold on to my sword beam in one piece. Trying to dodge all of this. Right, it's just half a heart, so it's not that big of a deal. Because at the end of the day, the enemies are just gonna go and warp all over the place, so... And can I use... Okay, so... And it looks as though... Nope, nope, sadly. Right, it's really unfortunate, but the bow and arrow doesn't work on the wizards. It would have actually been very handy to be able to utilize the bow and arrow against these guys because of how much damage they do. But alas, it's not meant to be. Okay. Alright. That's actually much better than last time. I've still got monsters to take care of here. I'm gonna have to retreat. I'm gonna have to get out of here. Right, so not here, because the orange wizards are really obnoxious. Get over here, just run. Don't even try. Okay. And I've already beaten the mini boss here. So I think... Okay, no, this isn't a good time to use the health potion when I absolutely need it. Mainly when I'm in another inescapable room with the wizards. Okay, let's see. I'm going to head north. Alright, we're going to use this. And yep, just like that, the health potion is restored. Okay. Let's see, anything useful here? Maybe this. Nope, that doesn't do anything against them. But keep the distance, keep the distance. Get all the way over here. Okay, so what actually does the most damage? Is it the waves? Oh no, they do just 1 point of damage. So was it because the time frames on them are a lot shorter? I was kind of just wondering why that wave damage only did just 1 heart, because previously it felt like it was doing 2 hearts of damage. Maybe it just has shorter iframes for some reason. Over here. I'm honestly surprised I've yet to lose my shield to the tube monsters. Okay, there we are. Okay. Right, don't worry about those disco lights. They just disable reactions. They don't actually cause damage. Inside here is... there are secrets where fairies don't live. Okay, so is he referring to... oh yeah, I think he is referring to a lake where you can use the flute to access a secret. Okay, so that can't lead to the boss room. This is going to lead to, yes, some more wizards. Okay. Okay, the best thing to do is... so, do the orange wizards do more damage? You actually can't tell. Okay, that's one taken care of. Over. No, no, warped away. Oh, would you look at that? The sprite flicker made them invisible. Already did some damage. The very second you're close to them, they'll just immediately shoot out the wave attack. So wait, there's gonna be a secret block somewhere, isn't there? We don't worry too much about the disco light. Over here. Okay, so over here. Okay, there are no secret blocks. And use this. Wait a minute, what about here? Ain't nothing. Then if I were to go here, it's just your old man here telling about the secrets about a fairy. If I use a bomb here, nothing. Okay. So there's got to be some secret stairs like in the 5th dungeon. Alright, get the get this at the ready. There we are. Okay. Oh, good, hearts. But not good. They just instantly warp into where you can get hit. Okay. I have to pay attention here. So once they warp, they'll stay stationary for a few seconds. Yeah, there's more wizards. Okay, no more wizards. Gonna be wizards here, aren't there? Get the potion. Here, just drink it again. And the smart thing to do will be go over to the right. I have no idea how I dodged that. Alright, good thing I drank that potion. This is literally just what I needed. Alright, that wizard's certainly having fun doing its warping magic. Completely avoid any sense of danger. Alright, let's see. Where are we now? Okay. Looks like that blue potion has turned into a piece of paper. Alright. Over here. Alright, well, on the plus side, because I've cleared most of the danger around these parts. I should be able to take my time with exploring things and see if I can find the secret staircase. Right, I got the feeling this is it. Okay. Okay, we just need to really concentrate. Okay, one's down. And thankfully that disco light got in the way. Me being able to kill the wizard. And yep, there we are. Alright, now just focus on the tubes and then I'll probably be able to activate the secret block. There's gotta be a secret block here. There we are, okay. Yep, leads to a secret staircase. More of the dungeon. Right, it's in these kind of situations where, right, where it really does evidently show how much of a trouble the game controls of Link can make it a lot tougher than it is to be able to hold on to HP and all that. Okay. Get the clock. There we are. Oh, thank God the enemies are actually staying still. That is an actual miracle. Okay. I'm just gonna go and head over here. Get the lamp ready. Right. Okay, it's just a bunch of goblin enemies, so there we are. Let's see, nothing else around here. Right, after all, okay, I think at this point, yeah, at this point, I really do need to just... Oh my God, they added in the hazards too. Okay, oh God, okay, this might be it, okay. Just take time, take time, take time. There we are, okay. Works actually at this point. At this point, yep. It really is just going to be the smart thing to just kill the boss at this point. Don't even try to explore anymore. Okay, how do I open the eye? Okay. My God, okay. Okay, they're only tough because I can't hit the damn eye. Okay. Okay, that should be enough where it might be worth it to see what the last floor contains. And just make a beeline out of here. Yep, and of course I got trapped. Okay, at least I beat at the boss, and thankfully that potion I used wasn't a one-time use. So what I actually need to do is go find the old lady once again. I think she's roughly around this area. I remember off the top of my head where it actually precisely was, but it's roughly around here. And given how the potion got completely used up back there, definitely going to need to have another potion. So let's see. And it was the red potion I need to get. Fairy. And just explore around these parts. Because I need to remember which area actually had the old lady. It was roughly around the southwest part of the map. But I can't remember precisely where. But yeah, that dungeon trek just essentially used up I think it was around here. I'll just take care of these guys in case they're gonna drop any lucky hearts or even lucky rupees. Yes, here we are. Alright, so the one to get. This one right here, because you can use it twice. Right, basically got my hands on what is more or less dungeon insurance, because that health potion got completely used up by the time I completely trekked through the dungeon. And I just explored that last room because I wanted to make certain that there was no secrets that I missed, such as bomb upgrades and whatnot. Now I kind of realized that because I already obtained... Did I obtain anything in that dungeon? Did I obtain it? No, I didn't obtain anything. I just found secrets or the route to it. So no, I don't think there was any secrets. Not really too keen to beat that one room I got wiped out in and make certain that there was nothing I missed. Because that trek through the 6th dungeon completely drained potion, but at least I'm able to have enough rupees that I don't really have to worry too much about having to acquire one again. So at this point, once I have obtained the last bomb upgrade, which I think is in the 7th or 8th dungeon, and all I really need to worry about is having enough rupees for being able to gain health potions, which is pretty nice. Because at this point, it's actually not too tricky to obtain rupees, thanks to how I got enough strength that I can take care of overworld enemies with no sweat. Right, take care of this. Over here. Yep, there we are. And just head up north. Just take that route once again to the 6th dungeon. Get out of this. And don't worry about that enemy. Because at this point, all I really need to do is just defeat Dungeon 6 more than anything. Because I've already beaten Dungeon 5. And like I said, I wanted to make a beeline to Dungeon 6. Because thankfully, thanks to the backtracking that I did off stream, mainly just to make certain that I'm covered when it comes to heart containers and attack power, that I'm able to focus on what matters, actually beating the dungeons and eventually being able to get to the last one and beat Ganondorf. You know, I kind of work on the mentality of just optimizing out the tedium of areas in a game that can be tedious to take care of. Because it means I'm able to focus on what's entertaining and fun more than anything. Let's see. There we go. One lucky heart. Alright, so nothing over there, and there was just one area where I wasn't 100% certain if I obtained everything. So let's do this again. And try not to get screwed over by instantly spawning wizards to take away your HP. Which is very difficult to do given the NES's sprite flicker, where stuff just flickers into existence and you got no time at all to react to it. And I'm not too worried about my bombs, because I've already explored most of the secrets, so any of the areas where bombs could have been used have already been used up. So yeah, I don't really understand it. Is touching the blue enemies going to take way more hearts? It's very difficult for me to actually figure out. Because it usually takes so much concentration to be able to. Oh no. Let's see. It's like my shield isn't as big. I think might have to upgrade shield, because it used to be bigger. Now it looks like it's a lot smaller. I guess the tube guys did eat up the shield a little bit. Okay, you know what? Actually, I don't need to fight these guys if I don't have to, so I'm just gonna take the easy way out and just get out. There we are. And move over here. I've already explored this area, so all I really need to do is just find the way that's going to lead to... Oh, hey, nice heart. Out of the way. And there we are. I think it was this way that led to the secret staircase. Okay. Okay, no, I don't think this was the way. Was it? I can never remember. I'm never able to remember what rooms connect to where. Let me just get out of this. Okay, so this leads to your man here. It tells you about that one lake that doesn't have fairies in it, which I think is in the northwest to north middle of the map. Oh, yep, this is a situation where it's time to use this. Just gain my HP back. Kind of interesting how the music goes completely silent for the HP getting regenerated. And oh, it was the disco lights. For a second I thought my shield got eaten. Right, there we go. Now it's just the easy things. Okay, so place opens, so let me see. One of these rooms contains the route to... Gotta get my candle ready in case I go into a pitch black room. Okay, nothing here. So was it the room? It was down this way. Okay, don't worry about the disco lights. Don't worry about the disco lights. There we are, and yes, it was this way. It was this way that led to the secret staircase. Right, all the way over here. I've just tried and just run away. Don't fight them if you don't absolutely have to. Right, finally some easy enemies for once. Right, this is where the secret staircase is. And thankfully this time, there is no... Alright, there's just disco lights though. Alright, I think I should just take care of the things that can disable actions. Such as, the disco lights. And for the disco lights, I just have to try and stay away from the thing that is constantly moving in random directions. Okay. Yep, got the potion. Just drink it now, so that I don't have to worry about remembering to drink it. And now, take on, and there we go, there's my, alright, there's the magic words, or the bill. Allows me to acquire potions. Okay. So it's this block right here that leads to the secret staircase. Gotta remember that. Only I was able to add in markers to the game itself, so I can more easily remember things. And then the only reason I'm fighting these enemies is just to see if they're gonna drop anything, because every little bit of resources and places this stuff helps. Okay. And oh, dark room. Okay, don't have to fight anything straight away. And there just leads to here. Just to feed this room for the singular purpose of making certain that I haven't missed any important pieces of treasure. Yeah, this area is kind of more of a mosh pit kind of area. Yeah, just like that, that one wizard is just doing whatever it wants. Just bouncing back and forth. He turned into a ping pong ball. He turned into a ping pong ball for a second. Oh, look at that. He's practicing his Dragon Ball Z instant transformation, just flickering in and out of existence. Literally just being a super fast ping pong ball. Well, there we go. And yep, there are no secrets in this room. So I came into this room for nothing. But on the bright side, at least I was able to make certain that there was nothing that I missed. Now it's time to get out of here and get what I came here for. One piece of the Triforce. And now at this point, I've got the 7th dungeon to go to, and I actually have no idea where that is. So the smart thing I can do now is regain my heart And I think what I'll do is just explore the area around here. I have to just take that damage because these enemies literally made it impossible to avoid them. Wait, actually, I just leave them alone. So there should be a dungeon around this area. It's actually very difficult to reach this area, so I'm not very familiar with it. All I know is that it's kind of a graveyard area with these ghosts all over the place. And it's this area in particular where you're able to locate the last sword upgrade in that one block that was just 1 east and 2 up north. Maybe the dungeon I'm looking for is going to be around here. Because I'm out in the open world, I'm not really concerned too much by my HP capacity. It's only when I reach the dungeons that I actually have got to worry about it. There we are. Right. Hey, 2 hearts. Nice. Okay, so what I remember is that there was this one hint that your man gave about a lake that doesn't have fairies in it, so that's the next course of action I've got to take. I gotta figure out first where the empty fairy lake is located. I think I have actually seen it before. I think I am close to where the area of it is. Let's take care of these guys. Right, nice. I got 12 bombs now. Was it up here, I think? Yes, okay. So for this area, you just... Wait, chose the wrong one. Just choose this, and... Yes, it does actually drain it. Take care of him. Down here is... Well, lo and behold, it's exactly what I'm looking for. The 7th dungeon. And then the 8th dungeon is actually near the beginning of the game. So, I remember the last time I thought these were hazards. What these actually are... They're enemies. I thought they were hazards, but you can actually fight them. Which I'm actually surprised by. I never would have guessed that those fireballs were enemies you could actually defeat. Because the way they look, my first guess was that they're just a hazard across the place, but they're actually a monster. So that actually surprised me when I found that out. Right, light up the room. Don't make the mistake I made with the wizards. Trying to fight them in the dark. Okay, it's just bats, so just gonna go over here. And just instinctually using the candle, because I was anticipating that this room was going to be dark, but it actually wasn't. All right, smack these guys. There we are. Let's see, I'm roughly near the start. Okay, so I kind of looped back around, but not too bad. Just trying to remember which one of these dungeon areas is the one where you actually need to hold on to the piece of meat you got, because I think this is the one where you give it to one of these monsters here. You can actually progress through the area. I haven't reached that point just yet. It looks like the shield is actually able to block the boomerangs. And it's really rare to actually find something that can actually block, be blocked by the shield. Mainly because what you're, here we are. Weaken him and then get right in there. Take him down. Oh, and he's running away because he knows he's weak. Right, it's going to be smarter to use this instead. I actually attack him. He's moving too fast. Oh god, yes, he does actually go down to bows and arrows. Thought he was another one of those enemies that can only attack with a sword. Oh, it's actually easy mooks for once, finally. Good old breath of fresh air. It's nice to see. Right, so let's see. I find so far, mainly just because there's no wizards so far, that this place is actually easier than level 6. Right. But that's my first impressions. There's a secret in the tip of the nose. Okay, what I think he's referring to is that you gotta find the dungeon map. And as you explore it, it's going to make the shape of a nose. And the tip of the nose area of the map has... Yes, it has a hidden staircase, but that's something that can't be solved. That's something that can't be solved until you have the dungeon map for the area. Get through here. Okay, so it looks like I might be stuck for a bit, so just gonna go ahead and just alright, let's experiment with the walls. You're stuck in an area. It's usually best to just bomb things around. Oh, yep, okay, there's a secret. Right, my instincts were right. Right, more of the area. Right, take care of the easy mooks so I can actually focus my concentration on tougher ones. They're the ones that actually matter. Oh, for a second I had the sword beam. I just instantly lost it. If only I was able to maneuver Link more easily. Right, there we are. Dark room. Okay, as always, get the candle so I can actually see what's going on. Oh, a bit of a slowdown going on. There's so many skeletons. Right, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, be a bit lazy and just let Link be a tank for once. Actually having tank and mission to work with a sword beam. It really is such, a difference how much, having the sword beam can make things for a few seconds a lot easier. Wait. We got dinosaurs. Oh, I think they're Octoroks. That's their actual name. There we are. I actually connected my bombs on them for once. Okay, I didn't there. Seems like it's a lot easier just attack them from... Just attack them from the side rather than the back or the front. There we are. Alright, let's see. I will head south and then actually use up the key. Okay. Alright, I got something. I didn't have enough time to even figure out what that was. I was literally in the perfect position to just obtain it. I haven't seen these in forever. Snakes. I was like back in, I don't know, what was it, the third dungeon or something? Feels like forever since I last saw those snake enemies. Alright, time to go ahead and just enter there. I bet you like to have... Yes, I would. There we go. Now I got max capacity bombs. Alright, so I want to figure out where the tip of the nose is. I'm gonna need to actually have a map of the dungeon more than anything. Looks like I'm kind of wandering the dark. Wandering the dark of the area. Let's see, I've already been here. So, looks like I haven't been north just yet. Yep, this looks new. Get the ferry, get the ferry. There we are. Got the ferry. I try and avoid everything. Alright, don't worry about the disco lights. They don't actually do any damage. They just disable your actions. There we are. Right. Now up here, got more enemies. Oh, we got an enemy that needs the flute. And now We got the bow and the arrow. Oh, they're splitting up. There's multiples of them now. All right, let's see. There we are. Okay, taken care of. Mainly what I'm doing is just trying to find the dungeon map more than anything, because once I've got the map, I am going to be able to figure out where the dungeon's nose is and then find the tip of the nose. Oh, nice. I got sword beam and I just instantly lose it because that enemy reacted faster than I could get away. Grumble, grumble. Oh, yep. What he's saying is give him the piece of meat. And it's only thanks to a guide that I was actually able to realize that's the whole point of having the piece of meat. It was literally for this random monster here going grumble, grumble. How anyone without a guide was able to figure out what that actually meant. That's something you could only figure out if you just mindlessly just experimented. Let's see what we got here. We got the map. All right, let's see. So now, thanks to this, now I've got the piece of information I need to find the tip of the nose. Let's see. There we are. Now let's see. Where actually am I? But yeah, I am surprised. And when I say surprised, I mean I'm relieved that there's no wizards, because this place is a lot, so far, a lot easier than the 6th dungeon. And when I say easier, I mean I'm extremely relieved that there's no wizards. Let's see. So the tip of the nose. Okay, so the tip of the nose would roughly be... Okay, well, I think it just help me out if I just there we go. Finally some enemies just staying still for once. Actually just take a sweet Sunday stroll, just mindlessly killing things for once. Right, so I think the tip of the nose is gonna be approaching very soon. As from seeing the shape of the area. So the tip of the nose. Wait a minute, the tip of the nose. Have the bombs. Okay, nothing here. And when you reach the tip of the nose, there's going to be a secret staircase. But this area doesn't have any pushable blocks. So the tip of the nose. Either way, on the bright side, I managed to clear out the area. Now that means I could spend the time actually exploring. Not have to worry about anything. Okay. See. So the tip of the nose. I'm gonna need to get the candles for this. And let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, wouldn't have been able to figure that out without lighting up the candle. Let's see, is this the tip of the nose? Okay. So if I want to find the tip of the nose, very likely there's just going to be a random pushable block. Right, let's see. Nope. So no, that area doesn't really seem to have any easily viewable pushable blocks. But yeah, so far this place has been a... Oh, wait, I haven't explored this area. There's monsters here. Have they respawned? I think I have. Okay. The tip of the nose. Maybe this area's got the tip of the nose? I have actually been here before. Do I have to use the flute when I reach the tip of the nose? I mean, the flute, would be a kind of nosy item. Let's see. Go ahead and just use this. Okay. Floor round. Floor round. Of the nose. Tip of the nose. Maybe the tip of the nose is here? It doesn't connect to anywhere. Maybe it does have something to do with the flute. It is close to, so if it's the tip of the nose, maybe the tip of the nose is reversed? Right, for once I've got the beam sword, so just kick back here. I just mindlessly button mash. I don't think they're gonna reach over. So yeah, I've got the dungeon map. Okay, I was just kicking back here, just button mashing the beam sword, because once you've got it, you don't have to worry at all. So we've taken care of this area, and that allows you to pass through here. Get over here. And let's see. Okay, so enemies respawn. Okay, well that's new. This is a place where enemies can respawn. I kind of saw a little bit of that with Dungeon 6, but looks like it's here where you actually start to notice it. Oh wait. It's the tip of the nose here. It doesn't look like that's the case. Oh, what do we got here? I see a secret staircase. Right, I think I found it. Okay. Okay. I think part of the reason why I wasn't able to figure out the tip of the nose is because I actually have no idea where the tip of the... Because when I hear that there's a tip of the nose, my first instinct was to think that the nose was located the 2 blocks away to the right. But it looks like what it might have actually meant was that the tip of the nose was actually where I currently am. Because this seems to be a secret staircase that's got, oh no, this isn't. What is this? It's a red candle? A red candle. So, is this like a stronger candle? Needs to be the case. Do I just carry it with me and it instantly lights up rooms? Either way, that's very nice. Wasn't actually expecting that. Okay, so the tip of the nose. Right, so let's see. Okay, so oh, you can use it infinitely now. Oh, great. Okay, that is super handy. Okay, so the tip of the nose. But let's see. So the tip of the nose. Okay, so in order to find the tip of... Is this... Wait a second. Now that I actually am observing the map a little bit closer, kind of looks like a dinosaur. And now that I see that it's a dinosaur, it seems as though the nose's tip will actually be all the way over to the far right. All the way over to the far right. Okay, but I can't actually reach all the way over to the far right. And there's no breakable walls. Okay, so this isn't actually clear to me how to actually get over to the far side of... And so, how would you enter the tip of a nose? What part of the body would you need to be able to enter to reach a nose's tip? Would you need to break a wall? Oh, we got it. We got a wall broken. Got an area with keys. Thankfully, I have 2 keys, so I'll be able to take any path that I need to. Yeah, I really am floored by how the 7th dungeon... The 7th dungeon is way, way easier than, the 7th dungeon is way easier than the 6th. Wait. Oh, we got a monster here. Utilize this. Okay, so once you use the flutes, the smart way to defeat the enemies is just immediately rush into them and just whack away at your sword. Okay. There we are. Got it. Actually managed to defeat them perfectly for once. All right, a little bit tricky here because of all the things. There we are. Okay, oh, just literally missed the one single frame you need to land in order for the bomb to go into their mouth. Okay. Right, there we are. And we got more bombs. Okay, so let's see. Do I use it here? There we are, okay. So this is it. This is where the tip of the nose resides. And if it's the tip of the nose, that means there's a secret here. Is that going to involve the flute? No, it's not going to involve the flute. It might need to involve a block. Oh, who's this? Mr. Hands. Mr. Hands is here. No. Huh, took me right to the back. Honestly, more surprised that didn't happen sooner. Right, it was that close to solving it. There we are. Okay, get all the way over here. But yeah, this dungeon is way more manageable than the 6. But honestly, it really does just have to do with how there's no wizards so far in this area. That's literally how much of a monstrous enemy they are. Just their presence alone instantly spikes a dungeon from being manageable to monstrously difficult. More so than the actual Dart Nut Knights. Because with the Dart Nut Knights, they're really, I now kind of realize it really is just more a case of how, really is just more of a case of how they are just able to just face directly in front of you and block all damage. Whereas with the wizards, they're mainly challenging because they can instantly shoot out their waves, and they're able to just utilize warping and sprite flicker to be more obnoxious to fight. Whereas at least with the Dart Nut Knights, you can at least mitigate one of the reasons they're so monstrously tough, all thanks to the power of the beam sword if you have it. And to be able to acquire the beam sword, you need to actually be able to you need to actually be able to hold on to your HP. So it actually involves a little bit of skill to be able to easily defeat a Dark Knight, whereas with the wizard enemies, I really just get the feeling that it really does just come down to just hoping and praying you don't get on their bad side with wherever they warp to randomly. Whereas with the Dark Knights, you just gotta make certain that you're not directly in front of their line of sight, where their impenetrable shields are. There we are. It really does feel good to be able to fight in a dungeon where you can actually utilize the beam sword for once. This feels like a really important area, but there was just those fireballs. Anything gonna reveal itself with the flute? Doesn't look to be the case. So the tip of the nose is the important area. An area so important that the dungeon brought forth the handmasters to get in the way. So what I need to really be doing now is just take care of these guys. Get out of the way. They spawn indefinitely, the handmasters. So far it doesn't look to be the case. No secrets, no secrets. Just a bunch of disco lights just to save in my actions if I touch them. Alright, looks like gonna have to just wiggle about and see if any of these blocks move about. Okay, so it's not clear to me what needs to be going on around here. Alright, so this is the tip of the nose. This is the area where the secret resides. If I were to use the flute, nothing happens. If I were to use this upgrade, nothing happens. Or do I need to burn a particular block? That's the thing with these kind of cryptic games. You end up basically the only way to solve solutions is to just do just run through all the possibilities. Let's see, I don't really want to fight the dinosaurs, and I'm taking care of the handmasters. So just need to quickly okay. Oh, cause yes, cause this is the tip of the nose, and the tip would be in the middle, I guess. Okay, so I was actually right. There was a block to push, but it's just this one non-distinct block this whole time. Either way, I am at max HP. I got the upgraded candle. I think this boss fight is going to be in the bag. Just like how the first one, the one in the 6th dungeon, if you're able to connect your bow and arrow, is extremely easy. Let's see, because they have a lot of defense. All right, let's see. Right, who is it? Who is the... Oh, wait. Just realized. Where am I? Okay. I'm over here. Yes, I am on the right side. I just realized I actually got to use a bomb right here. All right, there it is. Right, moment of truth. It's the first boss of the game. Right. I can't believe the 7th dungeon is easier than the 6th. Right, that was probably the most anticlimactic dungeon of them all. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy because of how monstrous the 6th dungeon was. I guess that's kind of the funny thing with a game about exploration. It's kind of a fluctuating curve of either smooth cruising or absolute monstrous ordeals. And you can never predict what it's gonna be. But at least I'm happy that I got at least I'm happy that I got the upgraded candle. I could at least act as you know, damage. Feeling too lazy to use the bow and arrow. What I'm gonna do now is I am going to try and remember where the old lady was, because I'm definitely gonna need some health potions now for the 8th dungeon, and definitely for the last one. I think along the way, when you go to the 9th dungeon, you're able to get your hands on a health potion. But because I've got the bomb upgrades now, max capacity bombs, and how the course of going through the 8th dungeon is going to allow me to acquire the magical key, I think. It's not going to matter too much that I don't really have any keys. I kind of used up all the extra keys, and over the course of the 8th dungeon, I might be able to get the upgrade I need. That means I'm going to have infinite keys once I obtain the magical key. So I remember earlier on, when I was playing this, I did actually encounter the entrance to the 8th dungeon, but I decided to skip because I knew out of the gate I wasn't strong enough for it. But now things have considerably changed, so I definitely want to try and find it now. And I also want to bring back Link's giant shield, because that was helpful a lot with fighting the wizards, even though they warp all over the place. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I got the laser sword, and by the time I've reached the 8th dungeon, I'm definitely going to be able to have 160 rupees or more. And then once I've got the shield, then all that remains will be acquiring life potions, and I don't really have to worry too much about much of anything. So let's move through all this. So this is the eastern part of Hyrule, and I remember roughly around a lot of bushland area, there was the entrance to the 8th dungeon. So was it? No, it wasn't down here. Was it roughly around here? I think. I remember it being an open area, and there would have been in the middle of an area a conspicuous bush. I don't precisely remember. Maybe if I saw the map, the actual proper map of Hyrule, just real quickly, just looking at it at the internet, I might be able to remember. Let's see, take care of all this. Mainly just fighting off enemies so that... Let's see, it looks like I'm kind of going around in a circle. Somehow ended up in the middle of Hyrule when I meant to be in the east. Kind of the thing when you're not... That's kind of the thing that happens when your map is just a giant rectangle. You kind of just end up in directions you don't mean to go. As things look... The cardinal direction you go in kind of all just blends in. If the map of this gray rectangle were more detailed, I might actually have an easier time remembering where this bushland area where the 8th dungeon was, because it isn't. All I can remember is that it is kind of close to this little small desert area here, but not 100%. There we are. Was it over here? No, this is desert area. Then downwards is going to be Greenland area. Bunch of goons. Let's take them on. Yeah. There we are. We'll just poke things with the sword. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm starting to get close to where I'm trying to be. Right, don't worry about any of that. There we are. Okay. Yeah, I think I actually am close now. Right, I just feel the radar is getting warmer on the location I need to be in. Yeah, it was roughly around here. And I think it's beyond those bushes. Or was it down here? Wait, no, that's yeah, that's just the ocean area. It's not around there. So go ahead and just loop around over to here. Block that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get that rupee. There we are. Every little rupee helps. I think this is where it was. To get the candle at the ready. Right, I just okay, I'm not worried too much about my HP at this moment. I should actually be using the sword instead. Okay. Focusing too much on burden things. I don't think this was it. Oh, no, here it is. Already found it. Okay. So it's in the southeastern part near the ocean. Alright, yes, I got the heart. Alright, good. Alright, that saves me some backtracking. Alright, so the 8th dungeon. Remember being here previously. Now I'm considerably stronger, and I'm almost at max heart container capacity, which is great. Oh. Okay, no, I actually have to get up close. Oh, he's moving, absolutely zooming. He's already defeated. Right. There we are. Good old boomerang getting me those heart pieces. Right, because this area is probably going to be really complex. It's probably going to be best to not go all over the place. Right, my favorite combination, the disco lights and the dark nut knights. That's a very wondrous combination, totally not an absolute hellscape to go up against. Right, let's see. I want to try and use the candle against them. And the candle will work. Please, for the love of God, let the candle work. Nope, it can't. Nope, can't do a thing against them. They're too well armored. Okay, at least the orange variants go down easily. Only really have to be concerned about the blue ones. Right. Okay, actually gotten a little bit better at fighting them. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to explore all the surface level parts of the 8th dungeon. And then I'll go ahead and descend further into the depths. Just make certain I've comprehensively explored everything. There we are, okay. Let's see. Alright, we got keys. Oh yeah, it's because my actions are taken down because of the disco lights. And there's nothing of value here. At least on the surface level. And things are obnoxious to navigate because of disco lights. Right. Nothing of value was in that room. At least now I know I don't need to go in there at all. And once I get the dungeon map, I'll be able to figure out if that's a place I need to go to again. Let's take care of this enemy. It's best to use a bomb. There we are. And that did some fair damage. Alright. Go into the cracked room. Oh no, oh no, oh Dios mio. Alright, just do the sloppy method. Alright, get the potion. And just get my HP restored. Oh, would you look at that? Blue became one with the dark knights. He's glowing blue like him. Oh, ain't that funny? Alright, lucky fairy, lucky fairy, lucky fairy. Lucky fairy, I've already used up the lucky fairy. Alright. There we are, okay. Alright. It looks like that was the right move to use the potion. Move through all this. Let me land my hits. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, looks like those statues are designed to be really obnoxious this time. But it's the late game, so things are gonna step up in difficulty. I don't even, oh god, took care of multiple rabbits. There we are, just like that. Just, wipes to the floor with several of them at one arrow. Certainly efficient. Alright, so the key thing is to explore all the rooms that don't go downstairs. And then head on back and see what the depths, contain. Alright, go into here. Right, there we are. Good, we already found a key. Let's see, I'm going to go and just head on over to the right. The main thing that I want to do is try and see if this is the dungeon that contains the... Yes, that contains the magical key, because once I've got the magical key, I don't have to worry at all about keys anymore, and then I can focus on the essentials. Stuff such as rupees and health potions. That's the thing that matters at the moment. Okay, so he's only vulnerable when his eye is exposed. And it's a blue variant, so it's a tougher one. Alright, just focus. And it's such a precise part you have to hit as well. That's particularly obnoxious. Because, Link's lumpy dumpy tank controls and precision do not mix well at all. Right, so this is going to take a while. Not going to be awfully difficult. There we are. Taken care of. I want to take care of the locked areas first. Because thanks to the fact that I have a health potion, I'm actually allowed to take my time with exploring the area. And I mainly just want to get my hands on a compass more than anything. Oh no, I actually already have the compass. What I actually want is the dungeon map, because that's going to allow me to figure out where is essential to explore or not, because I mainly just want to confirm if this dungeon area is the one that has the magical key. Because once I got the magical key, keys are no longer going to be any trouble at all. Alright, low HP, drink this up. Alright, thankfully, sadly this time Link is no longer turning blue from all the damage he's taken. Said he's just his normal colors. Oh yes, I got the sword beam. I'm so used to not having it, I just realized for a second I wasn't taking advantage of it. Because just like that, you can just lose it that quickly. Fairy, 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 get the fairy. There we are, good. Alright, got more HP to work with. There we are, just clumsily fight them, because it's faster. There we are. More or less the same skill level in fighting the Dark Knight enemies, but for some reason it is actually getting a little bit more, oh, I got hit by disco lights. I take care of the... Alright, now they're moving too fast. The disco lights. Just taking away my HP like it's nothing. Okay. Here are the zombie. Alright, the disco lights, and the dark nut knights. That is a very obnoxious combo to deal with. There we are. Because I've already gotten so far, I think it wouldn't hurt to take the stairs. At this point, it kind of looks like the stairs are actually a shortcut more than anything. Let's see, where's this going to lead? Oh, it's going to lead to a completely new area. Okay. Because there's rabbits and they do a fair number of damage when you touch them. It'd be better to just use this. Yep. Yeah, very good. The rabbits just jumping about. I don't have to worry about them. Sadly, the room is too long that I couldn't reach that stray heart piece in time. Now I'm in a dark room with a bunch of dark nuts. There we are. Oh, and there's fire shooting statues. Alright, just fight them terribly. Okay, I actually need to get a little bit more serious now. Down to just 3 hearts now. Alright, nope, the candle does not work. Alright. Oh, somehow survived that? Okay. Yeah, actually, I can actually go ahead and get away with just running away if I need to. Alright, the 10th enemy has the bomb. Okay, the 10th enemy has the bomb. Alright, so that is a clue. I've got no idea what that means. Does it mean that they've got the puzzle bomb for the area? Oh, would you look at that? I literally just stumbled across the... Yeah, this is the final boss of the area with 4 heads. Okay, I was not expecting to find them this soon, so actually be pretty nice if I was able to defeat them. But nope, it ain't meant to be because I already used up all my potions. I had no luck with finding the dungeon map, but I was able to find the boss, so now I know what I'm going to be dealing with. I was actually on the right path to finding the dungeon boss, but what I actually want to do is want to confirm if the 8th dungeon has got the magical key, because that matters a lot more to me than being able to... Let's see, I just gotta poke that enemy, because I'm trying to see if any of them have gotten, you know, any rupees or hearts. See if I'm able to just get my hands on that stuff and save me a trip from needing to go find the fairy fountain. Right, not doing too well. There we are, finally a clock stop for once. There we are. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and just go to the fairy fountain. Oh, slow down. Yeah, that's pretty rare. Right over here. And get all the way over here. And yeah, at this point, just make a beeline to the fairy fountain. Or just stay completely still. And just take care of these enemies. Alright, there we are. So yeah, with the 8th dungeon, I actually did a lot better than I was expecting. Just cruising on through. And ain't that funny? From just exploring the 8th dungeon, I was able to regain all the spare keys that I used to have. When I finished off the 7th dungeon, I had 0 keys. And when I started, I had 3 keys. And now at the 8th dungeon, I regained 3 keys again. Alright. Get this. This is essential for dungeon exploration. And once I've taken care of the 8th dungeon, Might spend some time trying to gather enough rupees to gain back the big shield that Link used to have. I think one of the two monsters from the 7th dungeon took away his big shield. Let's see, take care of all this. Now over here. Alright, so yeah. It's close to the southeastern part of the map where the 8th dungeon's located, so I actually got an idea of where it is. So sticking to this path, which I actually find to be quite a lot easy. You know, a lot easier in being able to gather stuff like rupees and whatnot. Because enemy layouts down this path are a lot more straightforward than everything else, I personally find. There we are, 84 rupees. And it could be useful to save up the rupees for the shield upgrade. I think at this point it'd be more practical to have potions more than a bigger shield. The bigger shield is more for the wizard enemies, which you really need to be able to do everything you can to mitigate getting hit by the wave attack. But for everything else, I firstly find that the default shield is more than enough to get the job done. I'm just doing a little bit of exploring around here. I want to see if I can get some rupees. Oh yeah, I already got the boomerang here. Right. And now over to the right will be the 8th dungeon. Roughly around these parts. Yeah, it's pretty much tucked away very close to the southeastern part of the map. So it's actually surprisingly easy to locate. Because with the rest of the dungeons, I find that they're very distant from the corners of the map, whereas the 8th one is actually very close to the far corners of the map. So I personally find, compared to the rest of the dungeons, is actually not that difficult to find. Not at all. Because where it's located, because usually when I start playing this game, I usually start from the bottom to the top part of the map. And as a result, I kind of just end up coincidentally finding this place by complete accident. So last time I didn't take the stairs down here. I did take the stairs closer to the top part of the map. So this time I am going to take the stairs here. I just take care of all this. Utilize the good old utilize the good old sword beam, because it really is nice just to be able to actually fight like a tank and being able to actually take care of your opposition from a distance, instead of being able to go point blank range to them and just try to smack them with your stick. There we are. Right, I think that was one of the cleanest Dark Knight clean kills I've ever done. Look at this thing I completely overlooked. What the hell's this? Book. Okay, this book, is this the 10th bomb? I think this 10th okay, I think this book has something to do with the 10th bomb that your man was talking about the last time I was here. Because otherwise I've got no clue what that book is actually capable of doing. So it's going to be once again down to experimentation for me to figure out what this new thing I have acquired is actually capable of. Alright, let's see. I think it's going to be better to utilize the bow and arrow here, because there's good old rabbit enemies around here. See, it's a dark room, and I don't feel arsed to use the candle, so I'm just going to leave that. And once I get the compass map, I'll once I get the map of the area, that's when I'll start actually actually get out of here for a little bit. Don't have to fight them unless I absolutely have to. Take care of some more manageable things. You know, try to peel away the layers of challenge piece by piece. The clock. Yes, I got the clock. Right, finally, for once, some easy kills. Let's see. This looks like an area. I could use some bombs. Let's see. Nope. Right. Maybe over here. Secret here. Right, not at all. Nothing around here, so definitely time to go fight some knights. Right, let's see. Right, looks like alright, ferry, get the ferry. There we are, good, got the ferry. Over here. I'm having absolutely terrible luck with this one. Okay. Right, there we are. I think I'll just head up north. And yeah, actually I'm just gonna leave this place because I don't feel like dealing with the disco lights. Inside here is a dark room, and we've got zombies. Zombies and buddies. Alright. Let's see. Shoot them down. There we are. Shoot this all down. And have I gone to the north or the right or left? I think I haven't really gone that much to the left. And once again, I'm just fighting things without really needing to. Let's see. Yep, there's nothing here, at least on the surface level. I need to use a potion because of these statues. Yeah, look at that. Great Link. Link's literally the same color as the dungeon. A good old shade of gray. Right. It's pretty funny how are you able to kind of perfectly time what kind of color tone you want Link to be as he's taking damage. Pretty neat thing to mess about with. Right, no secrets in this area. Alright, and I think because of my short-term memory trouble, I know I've already been in that room, but just as much. There's no hazards here, so don't need to bother. Turning on the lights. I think I'll go over to the right. Let's see, over to the right, we've got more rooms. Oh, it's another way. Actually, I don't need to fight these guys. Just make my life a little bit easier. And fight only when I absolutely have to. Okay, over here, I actually need to be... It's just very hard to get into the right position. Just because you have these statues constantly attacking you. You really need to be able to know what you're doing with how you're placing Link, because you have to directly attack these guys from the back or the side to stand a chance. And they can just instantly change their direction whenever they want. So they're one of the toughest enemies in the game. And I almost forgot to use my potion there. Thankfully, it's very easy to be able to just quickly equip it and not getting yourself in an area where you're going to easily die if you urgently need it. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got leverage now. I got the sword beam. Just fight from a distance. Let's try and use that sword beam as much as you can. Alright. Okay, one's down. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not using the kill one and duck out tactic. Just trying to kill them all in one single run of the room. Should actually be utilizing that more. Okay, well now I'm in a situation where I can't. So time to duck out. But I've got the book. Okay, and I'm gonna have to beat these enemies. I want to be able to get out. Nope, I wasn't able to time that. The enemy was faster than me. Get out of here. I'd head all the way up here. No, 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 no. Use the bow and arrow. There we are. Just try and make life easier. Wait. I got to use this. There we are. Every little piece of treasure helps. Now just move all the way over here. So that if this little rabbit guy drops anything, I'll be able to easily get my hands on it. Okay. Get the... Yeah, it's the candle. Light up the room so I can see what's going on. And try and utilize the bomb. Or actually, I don't need to fight anything, because the room's already open. Okay. The 10th enemy has the bomb. Okay, so what does that mean? The 10th enemy has the bomb. So that means something, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. It's the boss. Well, I'm trying to be better equipped than last time. Yeah, I'm just gonna lazily fight them and just There we go. I'm just gonna lazily fight them and just rush through. Yeah, would you look at that? I got max heart capacity. So I think what I'll do is actually not that difficult to get to this, and I got enough HP. Actually, you know what? I'll get the Triforce. There we go. That shard of the Triforce. I think that's all of them now. That now means I'll be able to go to... Oh. Yep. I'll be able to go to the last dungeon. Because, yeah, there's definitely something hidden in, There's definitely something hidden in the 8th dungeon. Because looking at all this, it just feels like that last slot at the top right is missing something. And I got the feeling that's located somewhere in here. So I don't feel I've explored this area fully and comprehensively. Let's fix that. Right, so I've seen the left, I've seen the right. Right is a dead end. What I'm going to do is try and bomb the areas where... Okay, so just looking at things. So the book does something, and it seems as though I've kind of realized that I'm missing just one item that I seem to have completely overlooked. So it's got to be somewhere in this dungeon, because I found the book, but I haven't found the map of the dungeon. There's definitely something that I'm completely missing. Just not clear to me what it could possibly be. This has something related to do with the... Something related to the... Okay, so, well, on the plus side, I've got full HP, so I actually have the capacity to just explore this area, not worry too much about things. Doesn't even really matter that much if I get a game over. Doesn't even really matter too much if I get a game over. I always come back to this place. Because what I want to do is try and gather as many keys, either as many keys as I can, or utilize the magic key that is somewhere here. And I really do want to have the magic key, because it means it's going to make the last dungeon of the game a lot easier, because it means I'm going to avoid a lot more dead ends. So let's see now. So kind of refined things where I got my laptop on standby for guides. Just kind of difficult to see anything in it because I also have the tabs open for Twitch and YouTube on it, so I'm able to see if there's anything going on with the chat box. But I also have Restream here in OBS, so I think for the sake of being able to have more screen real estate, because it's very squished on my laptop screen right now, might just close those two tabs, so those two windows, so I can actually see things, because it's all very squished on my screen right now. Okay, let's see here what we have. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, just move through all this. I know I managed to find the book, and so far at the moment, I don't know if the book does anything. So let's see. Spectacle Rock is an entrance to death. Okay, so that means something. I'm not 100% certain what it actually means. It's a mystery I've got to figure out. Is he referring to Death Mountain? I think it might have something related to Death Mountain. Right, no, okay. Probably gonna wipe out here, but that doesn't really matter too much. Might as well see if there's some secrets, and lo and behold, there is. Okay, so just avoid things here. Because what's around these corners? Yep. Okay, so there's a little a boss that I missed fighting. Do a little save here. Okay, I'm gonna go and find the ferry and go back to Dungeon 8 because I want to make absolutely certain that beyond just getting that book, which from a glance seems to upgrade this thing called the magic wand, and I seem to have had horrendous luck and have not encountered it whatsoever. So that's another reason why I have walkthroughs on in the background, because I've somehow managed to completely miss this thing called the magic wand. Because I have the candle and I've got the good old book here. It's supposed to be an upgrade to the magic wand, but I seem to have completely missed it. I have absolutely no idea where it's located. Because let's see now. I still need to figure out how to be able to have it so that I'm able to comfortably be able to just play away, but also not have things get disrupted whenever I need to be able to look up a guide if I need help with something, such as finding out where the magic wand is, because I found the book before I acquired the magic wands. That means there's something in a dungeon that I completely missed, all because the game didn't give any indication. Right, there we are. Max HP. It feels really satisfying to be able to have a full capacity of heart containers near the end of the game. Now I'm gonna go and I think actually it would be smarter to not just buy a potion just yet, because I want to be able to have the potion reserved for the last dungeon of the game. And in order to be able to get to the last dungeon of the game, you actually need to collect all the Triforce pieces. So it's actually a necessity to find all the dungeons and beat them all. And thankfully I was able to beat all 8 of them, but I haven't fully uncovered all the riches they have. Fairly certain one of the past dungeons has got the magic wand, but sadly... Oh, we got the clock. There we are. Finally, some easy kills. There we are. Right, 1 for 8 rupees. That is nice to see. Right, by the time all this exploration for the magic key is done, I'll finally have 255 rupees again. I think it's about twice I've been able to acquire. I've been able to acquire max capacity rupees, which I was never expecting to do. It's actually a pretty cool that I was actually able to max out my ruby capacity twice. And by the end of this, maybe even a third time. Let's see, move through all of this. Because the game, I find, certainly does make use of the full capacity of 255 rupees. Because one of the most expensive items in the games is 250. And the rest are hovering in the range where once you buy anything, you've taken out a good, huge percentage of the max capacity. As a result, all the rubies you acquire always feel highly valuable because they literally are, because of how limited the capacity of your ruby count is. It's just 255. Every single one you find is extremely valuable. Really feels a lot different from, you know, most games where it can go up to millions or 999 or whatever. So yeah, definitely makes collecting rubies actually a little bit more satisfying, I find, than most other games, just because it's the difference between millions and just reaching a very more tangible, readable number. You know, millions compared to 255, it's a more quantifiable number. And as a result, I always just have this impulse to kill anything for seeing if it's gonna get me 1 ruby closer to the max capacity of 255. So, looks like I'm going into a dungeon. Not any health potions, which is just fine because I've already cleared it. And I'm literally just entering this place for the singular purpose of acquiring treasure more than anything. While also avoiding what I can, so that I don't have to worry. So I don't have to worry about that I've missed anything that I'm going to need for the last dungeon. As I don't have the magic wand. I somehow get the feeling that if I had the magic wand, maybe the wizards would have been a lot easier to fight. Because I have no clue where the magic wand is at all. That isn't even something I realized you could actually obtain. Let's see, this time, because I wasn't so clumsily rushing towards them, and a much easier time fighting the Dark Knights, that one particular instance. And once again, I keep not bothering with there we are. Keep not bothering with using a bow and arrow with the rabbit enemies. Let's see. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. What does matter is trying to find that area that I previously bombed and then got killed off by the Dark Knight nuts. Right, let's see. Get over here. Nope. Let's see, take care of all this. Good. Looks like one of the few times where clumsy sword fighting actually worked. I'm literally just trying to beat this one enemy just to see if they're gonna drop anything, and nope. Didn't drop a thing. Right. Over here. Right, nothing there. Let's go into here. Let's see what's on the other side. Yes, it's this boss. Alright, I got a lot better HP than last time. We should have an easier time fighting them. There we are. And there's what I was looking for. The dungeon map, finally. So that's where it was this whole time. Okay. Well, if I found the dungeon map, then that means the full extent of what can be found here should be nearby. Okay, they're staying relatively still. There we are. Okay, get out. Gotta get out now. Alright, it's just a bunch of first stage Dark Nut Knights, so shouldn't be terribly difficult. Right, I gotta play the long and slow game with them because I don't have much HP to work with now. There we are. Right, nothing else here. So the dungeon map was here this whole time. Never would have guessed it would have been here. Guess I should have been more liberal with using my bombs and just bombing up everything. Okay, a whole bunch of rabbits. Let's make this easier. Just like that, wipe them out. Well, a good chunk of them, not all of them. Right, feels good to actually be able to clear a room of enemies. Especially ones that have a high chance of dropping valuable stuff. Oh! Oh, would you look at that? A treasure room. Oh my god. I mean, that's nice to see. I think that's the first time I've actually seen a treasure room. And seeing as how I've gotten the book, but not the magic wand. Guess that's gonna be it for all the things you could find. Yep, get that. Okay. Let's see, it's just 2 blue Dark Nut Knights. I don't think this is going to be particularly bad, and luckily that one had a fairy. Right over here, let's see. There we are. Ah, good. All right. I wasn't paying attention, so I have no idea how they managed to trap themselves in there. How did they actually do that? Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of here. I was so preoccupied with the other enemies, I had no attention given to how that enemy was able to glitch themselves into the rock. Right. Let's see. And I just sabotaged the puzzle myself. Oh no! I'm gonna have to get out and bring it back. Wait, just wait a second. Yes. Oh, whoops. I just completely or just remembered Control 0 is now my highlight button, and thankfully that didn't activate the filter button. There it is. That's the whole reason I was exploring this place. The magical key. Finally I found it. I knew it was here. Keys are now obsolete. All right. Because now I got infinite keys, and I didn't have to spend cash on getting a health potion or anything. Right, guess it's time to get out of here. So now there's no point to being here. And I guess maybe it actually might be worth it to have the... would actually be worth it to have the... I can't believe it. It's literally a straight line. Literally just a straight line to the magical key this whole time, and then over to the left to get the book. Okay. Can't believe it was that straightforward. I never would have guessed. Okay. So, that is more or less all the things you can obtain. Now I got infinite keys, so that's great. But I think the fairy, yes. I think what I could do now is... Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of rupee grinding. Because now that I have the infinite keys, the next step now is to get a health potion, find max HP once again. think once I've gotten around 230 rupees, that's when I'll get the potion and get the shield upgrade. Because I'm gonna need or actually, let me see. I think along the path to the final dungeon, there's this route you can take to obtain a health potion without needing to spend any rupees for it. So I think at this point it'll be more efficient to go ahead and just get the, because the shield, bigger shield, is going to be more expensive than buying a health potion. And if I'm able to, and if memory serves me right, and I don't think I mean, I've been able to manage just fine without the magic wand, but it is gas to me that this whole time I have no clue where the magic wand is. I'm pretty much 99% there with all the things I found in The Legend of Zelda, but the magic wand has completely eluded me. Wonder where the hell it is. It's in one of the previous dungeons when I got zero clue which one. Move over here. And take these guys down. Yes, there we go. Good old rupee. And then a shield shop is going to be close to the north. I think this is it. And I'm going to try and head all the way to last dungeon and see if I'm able to get my hands on a health potion. Okay, nope. This is just the place where a heart container or a health potion was. So it's probably here where the shop or the shield is. And well, look at that. Alright, very lucky drop with the fairy. I don't even need to go ahead and backtrack for heart pieces or anything. There we go. There we go. We got a big shield. And the only thing we're missing is the magic wand. But I think I'll do just fine without it. Anytime I play an RPG, 9 times out of 10, I'm just the practical hit things with the weapon kind of player, so that makes sense for me that I don't know where the magic wand is in The Legend of Zelda. And I'm gonna depend on just getting lucky with drops to be able to restore my HP. All that remains now is heading up to the last dungeon of the game, which is going to be in the north. And I think I already found the route to it as I was heading for the 6th or 7th dungeon. No, the 6th dungeon. As I was heading on my way there, I think I found the route to the last dungeon in the game. Yeah, because I was curious about what was up here. And I noticed there was a bunch of tough enemies around here, so that's giving me a sign that the last dungeon in the game will be around here. And kind of depending on being correct with my thoughts, that there might be a health potion around here close to the last dungeon. Let's see, no secrets, at least on the surface. Don't really feel like the need to explore for anything more. But yeah, it looks like the way is going to be all the way up here, because I've been to the other corners of the area. I haven't really been up north, so I definitely got the feeling the last dungeon in the game has got to be up here somewhere. There's a bunch of tough enemies too, so that's also another clue that the last dungeon might be around here. There we go, I got a clock stop. Yes. Don't worry about them. Just take care of this. Now over here. There we are. Alright, all the easy fry is gone. Yep, and there's a whole bunch of them everywhere. And they're just tearing through my HP. I'm trying to see if I can get away with not having to block their attacks. So, what I'm going to do is spawn random areas. and just see if any of them show a secret. Right, looks like none of them do. And does this actually lead to the last dungeon of the game? Oh, no. Okay, it just leads to another area where I can acquire health. Okay. This isn't the area of the last dungeon. Okay, so I'm actually at a loss of where it could actually be. Maybe it's a secret? Maybe it's one of these? Oh, look at this. It's down here. Ah, it's exactly the place I was looking for. The last dungeon of the game. Right, so I got all my upgrades, but I don't really want to explore this place without a health potion, so I'm gonna have to do some backtracking and acquire some rupees. I might actually be lucky and just go ahead and just gather stuff from these guys. There's a whole bunch of them, and by the time I just grind off them, and I'm gonna go and see, gonna go ahead and see how I do without the magic wand, because I legitimately have no clue at all where it could be located. Not a single clue at all. Honestly, kind of gas how I've been able to go through the whole game without having any idea of where the magic wand is. It's just completely eluded me completely, which might be a bit of a problem if there's an enemy that's easier dealt with the magic wand. I heard also the best way to light up dark areas. And let's see, what would be the best course of action with all this? Yeah, it really is just to gather rupees more than anything. There we are. Let's let them get killed by the sword. I think once I've got 70 rupees, I'll go ahead and acquire a health potion, then get a game over, and then go find the fairy fountain, and then take on the last dungeon of the game. Because now that I have all the Triforce pieces from all the dungeons, I will be able to actually get to the end of the dungeon and fight the final boss of the game. There we are. Alright, good. About 70 rupees should be enough, because I want to be able to have some left over in case I need it, because I need some for the bow and arrow. Alright, there we go. 64 bits of rupees. Alright, just keep using this method because it actually is working out just fine. And it doesn't really matter too much if I get a game over, because I still plan to get the potion and over there and then head into the last dungeon of the game. But it actually ends up working out in the end if I get a game over. Alright, 71, that should be enough. I just make a beeline. I just make a beeline to here. There's a whole bunch of strong enemies over there. Wait, buy medicine before you go. And she's not wrong. I absolutely need as much medicine as possible. Alright, take care of all this. And actually, it'll actually work out in the end if I get a game over, so go down here. And then outside here. Just, oh, a clock stop. Yes, thank you. There we are. Right, nice. And I think once I've got 10 or 15 rupees, then it'll be fine to get a game over. Actually, no, it's going to be faster. There we go. It's going to be faster to just get a game over. Then over the course again, back here again, I'll get a fine amount of rupees. There we are. Let's see. I think I'll do just fine without the magic wand. I mean, I've been able to get this far without needing it. I mean, it would be nice to be able to have a faster, more effective way of lighting up dark places, but the candle is honestly just fine. It's been serving me fine just enough, so I got everything that I need. Oh, I attained something. I think it was bombs. Let's see, head into here. Yes, I'm trying to aim for the fairy fountain, because I already got a health potion. There we are. And of course, try and gain some HP if I can. The reason I need to get more rupees is so I'm able to actually viably use the bow and arrow if I need to. There we are. I think once I have at least 10 or 15, that'll be enough. Right, and wait a minute. Do I need to get an upgrade for the bow and arrow in order to be able to actually defeat the final boss of the game? Now I'm just thinking to myself, is that going to require the magic wand? At the moment I don't actually know, so I think experience will be the best teacher of this kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and just get through all this. Move through here. And go down here. Let's see. This is gonna be a nice quiet trek up the final dungeon. Because now that I think about it, I think one of the things you're gonna need is an upgraded bow and arrow in order to transform them into silver arrows. I think you need that in order to actually be capable of beating the final boss of the game. And I think the silver arrows are somewhere within the final dungeon, but I've got no clue where it could actually be. Move through there. Alright, great. And by the time I reach the final dungeon, and even if the worst happens, I'll still be able to just I'll still just be able to just do that method of entering the dungeon and exiting the dungeon, just regain stuff. It all works out in the end. Move through. Actually, no, that's the wrong path. The correct path is up in the far north. Right around here. Thankfully, the boulders did hit me, but I didn't lose anything. It looks like I am going to need to do some a wee bit of HP gathering, but it's just one heart, so it's not that big a deal. I'm just gonna wait for these guys to just fall down. All right, sink you enemy. Gave me exactly what I needed. Move for down here. Over here, there we are. Hey, even a lucky fairy and everything. Right, final dungeon time. Let's see. Alright, first course of action is, because this place is so colossally gigantic, it's going to do me a lot of favors to just see a route where I'm going to be able to just, there we are. Just have that at the surface level. There we are. Alright, so let's move through all this. And, oh, is this the place where you're supposed to have the Triforce? Seems to be the case. And here's the first dark room of the area, and straight out of the gate, we've got the damn wizard enemies, the most obnoxious enemies. And we also got disco lights. Alright, so this place absolutely does not mess about. Right, it's not really these, it's not really the wizards that are the threat, it really is the disco lights. Just straight out of the gate, the game is just going to immediately strip you of, your beam sword. Absolutely no mercy whatsoever. Let's see. Oh, no. And also, there's also the tube enemies as well, trying to take away, shield upgrade as well. Okay. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to have to use this so quickly. Good thing I decided to gather at least 25 rupees, so that I got some left over. I need to just as quickly gather it again. At least now I got for a few seconds the sword beam. Right, move through here. Oh, hey, lucky fairy. Okay. Okay, I thought I could just stay, but I forgot these are the wizards, so there's no way you can just stay in a corner and just be able to just safely attack. They're just gonna eventually warp around. That's only 2 times where you fought an enemy. So they've only appeared so far in... Oh wait, actually. Yep, just want to make certain that... Because the medicine is supposed to serve as a kind of an emergency thing, so... It's best to not use it up unless you absolutely have to. And I was just realizing... Alright, don't worry about the disco lights. There we are. Okay. Yes. Oh, what was this? Oh. Oh, they move. Oh, they move. Oh, they're goofy looking. Oh, are they the fireball? I think they're the fireball enemy. Just more fierce, I guess. Surprisingly, not that difficult to fight. Right, nothing else around here. I just take the root. Right, these are bats. They almost never drop anything useful. They just get in the way. Okay, looks like this route is a little bit more manageable than the area with a lot of wizards, but that's only so far. Right, let's see. Got through all this. I got magical keys, so I don't have to worry at all about keys anymore. I can just go wherever I want. Let's see. Oh, it's a dark room, and oh god, it's got the wizards. Okay, it's just thankfully just the blue guys, not the orange guys. And the very second you're in their line of fire, they just shoot their magic beams like a machine gun. I think it really is the wizards more than any other enemy. They just end up accentuating Link's the flaws of Link's tank controls more than anything else in the game. Let's see. Also kind of oh my god. Okay, Jesus Christ, that enemy has absolutely no mercy. So, do I have to defeat the little guys first before taking on the big guy? On a time like the present. Okay. Okay, so extremely fierce. Okay, so it's just a matter of okay, so that enemy actually isn't horribly monstrous to defeat. Isn't just horribly monstrous to defeat, and just cause this area is so difficult, I'm just taking my time and just taking cursory glances at the map on the walk through, just to make certain that I'm not getting lost anywhere. Oops. Because this definitely is an area where you don't want to reach any of the dead ends. Because I can definitely tell that this is a place that is very much hell to be in if you're not prepared for it. Okay, what's down this side? Just okay, so enemies I can't really hit from here. Pretty nice. And all the way down here is, oh god, no. Not the wizards, not the wizards. when I think about it overall, yeah, I do find that the Legend of Zelda is more difficult than Zelda 2. And when I say that, I mean more in the effect of that Link is more difficult to control in this game compared to Zelda 2 overall. Zelda 2 does have a little bit of slipperiness going on, but it's nowhere near as bad as this game with its lumpy dumpy tank controls. Oh my god, I haven't seen these little guys in ages. Let's see, move through all here. Now get all the way over here. Yep, get that good old rupee. I had a good feeling that by the time I was exploring this area, I would have indeed been able to just naturally gather rupees. The inside here is, oh, this guy, and this guy is only really tough if you allow these guys to just spread about. There we are. Hey, yes. It's even shaped like a skull emoji, this dungeon. It knows how merciless it is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it was connected like that. Okay. Oh, I got no more potion to use. Okay. So I better be on the ball here, and as I expected, wizards. Alright, I'm probably gonna die here, but at least I'm gonna put up a fight. Let's get out of here and just run. I'm gonna take care of oh no, run away from the disco lamp. It really is more the disco lamp than anything else that's obnoxious about the enemy encounters with wizards. At least they were kind enough to drop that fairy. Move through here. There we are. Okay, where am I? I seem to have ended up in a dead end. Let me see. Go through here and I'm all the way over. Oh no, actually, I'm losing track of where I am. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so there's false dead ends, it appears. But more wizards. It's always the dangerous enemies that got the wizards. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I probably am gonna wipe out here. Can't get out of the sight of the disco lights. At least they're able to block damage from the wizards, at least. Out of the way. Okay, I gotta find the wizards first. I have to kill them first before you know, the ones that are warping in a set location. Just staying just that little bit still. Or get out of the way. Right, where are they? They even got, yep, they got sprite flicker on their side. Couldn't react to that at all. Okay, at least I got the compass and the dungeon map, so that's actually a pretty solid trek for the final dungeon. Actually did a lot better than I was expecting. And the reason I'm going to try and go through that one area with all those wizards again is because, aside from how I have to explore the place to acquire the silver arrows to actually be able to beat the final boss, I also want to see if I can get my hands on the final upgrade to the damage reduction ring, which will bring it to its minimum maximum. Right, let's see. Or actually no, we'll bring it to its max. Let's see, because yeah, it doesn't make much sense for a damage reduction ring to be at its maximum minimum. I think what I meant to say at its maximum damage reduction, but yeah, that maximum minimum for a damage reduction ring actually would make more sense to just call it a max damage reduction. Right, that's the thing about just spontaneously just speaking your mind. Sometimes the spontaneous nature of your mind just ends up making words that don't really make much sense, because you're just consciously speaking what your mind is thinking in the present. Just doesn't have that time to really think about the actual meaning of what's being said. And I do find that for the most part, I'm fairly alright with being able to just speak in ways that make sense, but I do often notice that, because I remember earlier on there was this one time where I said something and then just quickly corrected myself. So very often I'm just doing that, speaking the mind and then just quickly making adjustments after the fact. It's always a thing I've noticed about just doing your best. Just speak your mind while you're doing a stream. Just trying to figure out how to keep things interesting, aside from just playing the videogums. Because really, when I think about it, all that really matters now is, wait a minute, how's Link's shield doing? Yep, Link's shield is just fine. Got his big shield. And by the time I reach the dungeon again, I'll have enough cash for another health potion. Let's move through here. And just take care of these guys. They'll drop some decent goodies. There we go. That should be enough rupees now for a health potion. Just gonna be patient and... I don't get out of the way. Like that. There we go. Got the fairy. Now all I need to do is just make a beeline to here. And... oh, well, would you look at that? So it's 68 rupees to get a health potion. Right. Get out of here. And just head back into here. They're tough enemies, so they should be able to drop things. Right, they're dropping bombs, but they ain't dropping rupees. Okay. Looks like it might take a while to get. Alright. I'm gonna have to grind for rupees and HP at the same time. Okay, so it takes around 68 rupees to be able to get a potion. Alright. That's something I gotta keep in mind. And yeah, this is the last dungeon of the game, so there is no way I'm going in without having max HP and a max HP and a health potion. I'm gonna need all the HP I can get. Every last drop. Leave absolutely no stone unturned. Also try to do your best to not get damaged as you're trying to gather resources. But given Link's lumpy, dumpy tank controls, it's often an achievement in of itself trying to not take damage as you're trying to gather resources. Alright, there we are. And it doesn't help how enemies just kind of aimlessly wander about for the most part. You can't really predict what they're going to do. They might, I mean, this one enemy might move in the way you expect, but then they'll just move in a direction you don't expect. So, because that area is really tough, I'm just gonna go up and down and up and down. And then once I got max HP and 68 rupees, I'll give this one more try. And if it's another game over, I think I'll actually go ahead and backtrack and try and see if I can get my hands on the magic wand, because who knows, maybe the magic wand might actually be handy for the final dungeon. I certainly would like to find a method to be able to more efficiently take down the wizards if the magic wand can work on them. Because really at this point the wizards are the enemy to worry about more than anything else. Right. And I just need 4 more rupees. Just 4 more rupees, and then I'll be on my way to trying out the final dungeon once again. So now that I think about it, wouldn't it actually make more sense to go trekking for the magic wand? Because by the time all that's done, I'll be able to have more than 68 rupees. But this is the present, and I'm already at the 3-hour mark, so it's actually going to be more efficient to take on the dungeon now. And I somehow get the very strong inclination that the magic wand isn't going to work on the wizards. It'd be really great if it could, but I somehow get the overwhelming feeling that the game isn't going to be that kind to you. Because after all, they're wizards, so it would have a natural resistance to magic. It seems as though these enemies are less likely to drop rupees compared to other enemies. Just get into this corner. There's usually these guys that actually drop useful stuff. There we are. Right. Gonna have to do more HP tracking now. But that is all I need to do now. Right, I am having absolutely no luck whatsoever with trying to protect my HP. Let's see, no. Go down. Want to make absolutely certain I've got max capacity HP. Throw the boomerang to anything that'll get in the way. Over here. Oh, I timed it wrong. Enemy reacted faster. Right, I'm having no luck trying to get max HP, but it's just a straightforward grind. Not gonna take awfully long. I know there's some kind of I know for a fact, because it's in Yes Game, there's some kind of RNG manipulation you could pull off to be able to get enemies to spawn exactly what you want, but I don't have enough precision in my gamepad to pull that off, and I don't know much about speedrun enough that I'd be able to pull off a trick such as manipulating RNG. I'm just relying on good old-fashioned luck to try and get the HP back. Maybe... yeah, at this point, I think... actually, I kind of just realize it's kind of more tougher than it is. Mainly because I'm not utilizing the boomerang. Get over here. And I often don't end up using the boomerang, because by the time I'm able to line myself up and actually connect something, the enemy's already recovered from their attack. And actually, I think, yeah, now that I think about it, it's actually going to be faster to just get a game over instead of trying to regain HP. Look at that, they even managed to kick me back in. Even the enemies here are sick of this. You just had enough. Oh. What? There we are. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to just organizing things. Oh no, it's doing the thing where I see the red outline, but you know what, it's actually not that big a deal. Now I'm just letting a force of habit just control me. Let's see, let's get over here. And I think it's also just cause because of how God, I should actually just dive into here. Just get the health potion here and then just get a game over. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, it is actually going to be faster just to get a game over. And just trek through the dungeon once again. There we are. It's the easiest thing in this game possible to just, you know, just get yourself in an enemy line of fire and just game over. And trying to actually fight things. Just cause, it's not just that Link has a, lumpy dumpy tank controls, it's also because the hitbox of his sword is it's just small enough where it's really obnoxious trying to get up close to an enemy and hit them. And usually by the time you finally manage to actually connect with an enemy's hitbox, they've already attacked you already. That's also another reason why Link's lumpy dumpy tank controls make this game very tough. I find to be much tougher than Zelda 2. In the case of Zelda 1, it just more has to do with just how you don't have a lot of flexibility, but being able to evade danger. You either gotta run away, or you've just got to just deal with the punches of how Link controls. Just try and do your best to not take damage. Pretty much the reason why I just do this method of backtracking to this particular spot, then taking the trek all the way up to the north, and then just game overing once I got another health potion after another failed run of a dungeon. Really is just because it's less tedious overall, even though it is counterintuitive how getting a game over is able to be quicker than just trying to play well. Because when you've got a character like Link whose movement is pretty limited, it really is you really are just trying to find ways to work around the inherent kind of tedium of challenge that happens with the character who's got lumpy dumpy tank controls. That's pretty much why before the game over, I was just finding it a lot quicker to just game over and then just make the backtracking all the way here, because it is actually a lot more straightforward and less tedious to just do this than to just try and rely on RNG, try and gather your resources back. Okay, no point in fighting them. Right, another trek through the final dungeon. And what main thing I'm just going to be doing is to just try and avoid things. You know, avoid things where I've already fought them. Because it is kind of the game how the secrets you unlock are persistent, so you don't have to open them up again. Even though it is that classic NES challenge, there is moments, very subtle moments of forgiveness that are more a byproduct of how many times you've died more than anything. You know, once you've gotten about 60 plus deaths, you kind of learn to appreciate when the game decides to remember the secret entrances you have unlocked and you don't have to reopen them again. Let's see. Then over here, just run away from the wizards. Just don't even fight them, just run. Alright, just take care of anything within my line of sight. Get out, get out, get out. It's wizards. I don't have to fight them. I've already fought them. Just looking through the route again just to make certain that I haven't missed anything. Because in a place as gargantuan as this, it's very easy to miss things. And the reason why I'm going back here again is because along this route, outside of just the map, there is also a upgrade to the damage reduction ring. So that's why I'm going back here once again, because it's something I pretty much need, especially against these wizards. And let's see, I've got enough HP that I can tank just rushing into them. Just need to gain my distance from... There we are, taken care of. Don't worry about the disco lamps. Let's get down here. All the way down here is, there it is, the last damage reduction ring. There we are. It even made good old Link get the red tunic and everything. Anyway, that's grand, because that's going to help out a lot against the wizards, who are really the main threat of this place more than anything. Don't find I don't find anything else particularly threatening compared to everything else. And looks like my shield has been eaten up, so oh dear. Looks like the wizard's attacks are going to be just that little bit more difficult to block now. I'm actually doing pretty alright. Let's see. Okay. I haven't been up here. This is... Let's see. Go to the next room. Okay. I think he's referring to here. Yep, he is. Inside here is... Oh god, it's the wizards. Oh yes, it has actually reduced the damage they take. Okay. Now, even though the wizards are still obnoxious, they're now considerably more manageable. That is great, because now instead of a solid heart or a full heart, now they're just doing the damage of normal regular enemies, so that is a considerable amount of help. That is a dramatic amount of help. Thank the heavens. Let's see. Yeah. Judging from the fact that this place is a huge skull, I'm actually very appreciative of the fact that I'm just decided to just make things a lot easier and just use a map, because this place is very gargantuan and it wouldn't be fun to try and navigate all of that, you know, with just the limited potion health. At least on the bright side, I've got the damage reduction ring. So, alright, just take care of all these. Right now, this enemy is no joke. Now this enemy is kind of a joke. Well, kind of. They're still threatening. There we are. Let's get into their way. There we are. Right. Let's go through here. Just a bunch of bats. Don't worry about them. And then when we get out of here, we got wizards. We got wizards that are now way more manageable, thanks to their damage being considerably reduced. Let's see, and what do we got here? We've got more wizards and different glowing disco lights. And I don't want to figure out what those disco lights do. Oh no, now they're just glowing blue like usual. Now the wizards are just doing their thing of just disappearing into after image ether. There we are. Get the HP up to maximum capacity. Kind of unfortunate that it makes that sound, particularly with how it's really accentuated by how the music goes completely silent. But it's definitely worth it to be able to gain HP and gain the sword beam once again. Let's see. I got the feeling There's gotta be a secret around here. Just feel it. Oh, no, nothing here. Okay. Okay, not a thing in sight. See. And the reason I'm just paying attention to the map is because it's going to reveal where the silver arrow is, and I kind of urgently need that in order to beat the final boss. So let me just see. I just gotta more quickly observe where I am, where the staircase is actually taking me. It's not taking me there. Okay. Okay, so there's no danger in there, so I'm free to just be here. Just more quickly observe what's going on here. Oh, it's one of those rooms again. Oh, wait, no. Bring back focus. Yes, remember level 7? Once again, it's this one obnoxious block you could never figure out. That's the key. There it is. Okay. There's the whole reason I went on this detour. That right there, the silver arrow. There we go. Now we've got it. This is the item I actually need in order to be able to defeat the final boss. So that is it in terms of exploring for the essential items. And looks like there's no more backtracking that's going to need to be done. So what else? Okay, it's such a huge labyrinth, this place, that even just looking up a map to figure out where the hell to go is overwhelming. Okay, so just go back here, and then you and I'm just gonna go and just head up north for now. I'm just gonna kick back in this corner and just take care of these guys. I think it's possible for them to eat your shield, but you have to actually allow them to get near you in order for that to happen. And thanks to the fact that I have the beam sword, I can just smack away at them from a distance. So they'll never be able to get near me at all. Oh, we got a dark room, and I don't want to even know what's there. I just want to light this up straight away. There was actually nothing. Okay. Okay, I still got my shield. Only got half a heart of damage. Right, place isn't blocked off, so you know what? It's not gonna bother with the wizards. I'm gonna bother with this enemy though, because I don't want to deal with a roundabout enemy. So I'm going through the dungeon. Wizards are a little bit easier to avoid, so kind of very tricky to fight if you don't care of all of the things. Oh my god, they're fast. Okay, I think that was the fastest I ever defeated an enemy. They were just going just as quick as well, just zigzagging across the whole place. I killed them as quickly as I reacted to them. Let's see what's around here. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and just light the place up. Ooh, I killed multiple enemies, nice. Get over here. And I am now gonna clear the room. Just gather my bearings for a second. So I'm in a room with lava. And it appears as though I have completely, the eyes of the skull has a secret. Yeah. I just kind of realized that I have managed to completely detour from the path. That is how extremely easy it is to get lost in here. Is it over to the left again? Okay. I gotta backtrack to the stairs. Oh wait, there's this random enemy. There we are. Now the place should be open. Oh my god, it's not open? Oh my god, if I hit a dead end. Oh my god. Okay. I just got a zit here that's itching near my nose. Alright, let's see. There's going to be monsters. Make one detour and you're in monster killing hell. Right. Alright, let's see here. Hope was able to save the highlight of those zigzagging monsters. Actually pretty funny. There's this. Actually, why am I even saying that? I have no idea where I am. I have completely detoured and I'm completely lost, but I think I've managed to obtain all the essential items possible, so really it's just a matter now of just finding my way to the final boss more than anything. And I've got no way of being able to get my way back, so gotta be on my toes. But thankfully, I'm actually doing great. I'm actually doing great with my HP. There's no trouble at all. So yeah, it looks like this area is just going to loop. So I know what your man means. The eyes of the skull has a secret, so that's the location of where the final boss is. But is there a secret? Okay, if it can't go through that way, that means there's a secret bomb. A secret bombing area somewhere. Okay. We gotta find the way out of here. No, it's not. Okay. I hope I haven't gone and trapped myself. Right. I shouldn't have. Okay. Is that what happens when you get lost in this place? Just end up stuck in a loop of purgatory. Okay. We're gonna have to take care of the enemies here. Yeah, I'm fine in the dark. Only Fred is these disco lights. There you are. Is it open? Okay, gonna have to light the place up. Right, this looks like a place that could use a bomb. Work? Okay, no, it doesn't work. Does it work here? Alright, I'm just gonna have to go fishing for bombing spots now at this point. Oh, there we go. Okay. I am not trapped, thankfully. I'm very relieved. I thought for a second I got trapped. Alright, move through here. But yep, I've gotten completely lost and I have no idea where I'm going. take care of all of this so that I'm able to just get my bearings because they're not distracting me. Yeah, got a lucky rupee. Okay. Right, there we are. And because this is the final dungeon of the game, I think I might do an extra little push. If by the time I reach the final boss, it's the 4-hour mark, just beat them and then conclude the game. I still wonder where the magic rod went to. Literally just it's just completely eluded me. I legitimately have no idea where it is. Alright, no, that doesn't lead to where I need to be. Okay, no. Where do I gotta be? Gotta be down this way? Okay, I am legitimately worried that I've gotten myself trapped in here. Okay, I'm probably gonna need to really concentrate on the map to figure out where I need to go. Okay, no. I have not gotten stuck. Wait a minute. Okay, I still need to focus. Okay. No, wizards, what am I doing? Okay. Oh, okay. It's not the enemies, it's literally the map. It's literally the area this place is. It's just gargantuan. I can't figure out where the actual place of the final boss is. I just need to take one more extra concentrated look at the map. There. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to go over this piece by piece, but starting to make a little bit more sense. Just a little bit. Either way, I still have high capacity HP, so it's actually no worry at all. The enemies aren't really the monster here, it's more the map itself. This absolute labyrinth of an area. I don't feel sorry at all for needing to see a guide map of this place, because this place is a absolute nightmare without a compass or the actual dungeon map. And even if you got the dungeon map, so many areas are dead ends, it's impossible to figure out where goes where. Okay, like your man says, go to the next room. yep, as I was, yeah, I was correct. You need the big shield in order to deflect their magic waves. Without it, you're completely vulnerable to them. There we are, okay. Right, take the secret staircase. Don't worry about the bats. They're of no harm. Okay. Just need to pause for a few seconds. Where am I? Left. Okay, I just need to go over to the left. Alright, just go over to the left. This is an area where I can just avoid big old bats. Just a second. Okay. Okay, so it's not the set of stairs. It's the next. It's the ones the next few rooms over. I still got a shield. Okay, still got a shield. Yes. Wait. Oh no, okay. I need to light up. I need to light up the area. Okay. Okay, so 4 spike hazards. Okay. Was just 1 room off. Okay, there it is. Oh no. Oh no, not the spike hazards. No. Yep, get the potion. Alright, last potion. So the real monster of this dungeon was the navigation, more so than the monsters at this point. By the time I finally figured out where I needed to go. By the time I finally figured out where I needed to go. Oh, that is just obnoxious. It's having the hazard right on the staircase. Right, try and preserve my sword beam if I can. And... okay, it's just a straight shot. Where is it? Oh god, where am I? No. Where? Ah, teleported just right when I was ready to connect my attack. There we are. Okay. Okay. There's got to be a secret here. Yes, there is. Okay. Over here is... yep, more stairs. Okay. Okay, it's an enemy room, so I'm gonna have to eat them all before I can... okay, no beam sword for me. No beam sword for me. Okay, push this out of the way. I should be on my way to the final boss now. Hopefully. All the way over here. Alright, Mr. Fly. Yeah, just be reckless with my attacks. Don't even worry too much about HP at this point. Surprisingly, the fly enemy isn't really that difficult to fight. Versely find. I find the wizards a lot more difficult. I think this is it. Oh, and it's dark. Oh, wait. Oh, we got the Triforce. Oh god, okay. Here he is, just a big bad Ganon. Okay. And he's just being an invisible asshole. You cannot see where he is at all. Okay, what is the actual method to beat this guy? Okay, gonna have to pause for a few seconds. It's not actually clear to me how to actually beat him. Let's see what's going on here. Go through all of here. Okay, so it'll disappear and shoot fireballs. Just stay in one corner of the room and just keep hidden away. Okay. Oh, okay, that works. But it's in a random pattern. Who's just gonna be an invisible asshole. Okay. You literally have to just fight him in the literal invisible dark. Okay. Okay, I'm probably gonna game over here, but... Wait. That do it? Well, there we are. There we are. I think that did it. Finally, I beat The Legend of Zelda, and all this time, I got no magic wand. I was just that close to 100%ing the game. Still, after all this time, I've got no magic wand. But I was right. I didn't need it in the end. Right, here we are. End of the line. Oh, there we go. Get rid of the fire. There we are. Finally, at long last, I've beaten The Legend of Zelda. The very first game. I've beaten Zelda 2. And oh, ain't that nice? It just gives you a little bit of seizures at the end. You know, that was the thing you did that it did in the days of gaming in the 80s. If you wanted something to look really cool and impactful, you just throw it on the screen a whole bunch of seizure effects. This is back before the days where people caught on to how should probably not have special effects cause seizure effects. I think it also had to do with the limitations of the hardware at the time, because this game is from 1986. This would be, let me actually just quickly calculate that. 2023 minus 1986 would make this game 37 years old. It's 30 plus years old. 3 years away from it being in its 40s. Now, ain't that a long time? So, with this, I've concluded The Legend of Zelda. Oh wait, I'm just waffling on. Hope to God it saved that moment with the reminder of how effects in the 80s worked. I think that might be a good highlight moment. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's not really much of a point for me to be going and acquiring the magic wand. And it's just New Game Plus, but being slightly more difficult. So with that, my time with The Legend of Zelda, the first game from 1986, 37 years old and 3 years away from being in its 40s. Man, doesn't time fly. I'm going to leave it at that now. So that was The Legend of Zelda. Finally, after all these years, I've actually finished the game. And I think the main reason I finally finished the game after all these years was just because I could never put up with Link's lumpy dumpy tank controls. It just made fighting things a lot more obnoxious than it needed to be. And it also just had to do with how the hitbox of his poking sword was just short enough where it was just obnoxious and tedious to try and actually connect hits on enemies. And by the time you finally actually got up to them to make contact, they've already managed to hit you back. So it was always those little iggles and annoyances that resulted in me never being able to actually finish The Legend of Zelda. But now, lo and behold, I've more or less 100%ed it. I got max heart containers, but I completely missed the magic wand, but I ended up not needing it in the end. It would have been handy if it worked on the wizards. I'll never know if the magic wand actually worked on the wizards. I guess it would have been a faster way to light up rooms, but it didn't need it in the end. That's kind of the magical beauty of The Legend of Zelda. If you know what you're doing, it's very possible to beat the game in a non-linear way. It was actually really great to see Breath of the Wild take that kind of free-form sandbox and just make it on a grand scale. It was actually a really nice game, even though it traded in Link's lumpy dumpy tank controls for overly balanced weapon durability. And with that, I shall see you all in the next one. I've already done a speed run of Zelda 2, so the next one is probably going to be A Link to the Past. I'll go ahead and just head off now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm certainly looking forward to it.